just talking about anime. Guess it's important to hear what they say. Argue over weapons throughout night and day. Now that you listen to the Rant Cafe.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Animac here from AnimeUproar.
And now he corrects himself. After 300 intros where he says for AnimeUproar, now he corrects himself. Finally. Continue.
Hey, Nux, how's it going, bro?
Nux and Briggs!
No.
I must say, that is both the best and worst intro we've ever done, ever. And I fucking love it.
Anyway, thanks for having me on my own show, Animac. Great to be here. Today we are doing something glorious that totally wasn't thought up by me in the last 5 seconds before starting this thingo. And it is ranking the top 100 top-ranked anime on my anime list, except on this tier list, we don't have any repetitions because, as we all know, there are 6 Gintamas in the top 5 anime of all time. And no interspecies reviewers due to controversial reasons. And also because it would be in its own interspecies reviewers tier at the very top. So just imagine it's there. We will be ranking the top 100 anime on Mal to see if they are truly deserving of the spot. Anything in the top 100 anime should be around like A or S tier, right? So,
yeah, and you guys know that Nux Taku is the foremost expert on the Mal lists. He is a man with a lot of experience in this
Briggs, that was a good move.
So
big Briggs.
we're going to be enjoying this list, this ranking tier listing, with our boy Nux, who definitely didn't stir up any controversies related to Mal ever.
My anime list loves me.
In the past.
This podcast is in fact sponsored by my anime list. Definitely go to myanimelist.net/Nux Taku, where you own the only anime there is interspecies reviewers.
Nux, they can't sponsor us because they only use volunteers, don't you?
Oh, that's right. They don't generate any money, even though they're in the top 100 most generating websites of all time.
But one quick thing before we start, if you guys are One Piece Virgin fans, and you also listen to this podcast, I want to apologize for not having an episode this week. We were supposed to, but then on the day of, I wasn't feeling well, so I couldn't do the podcast.
Coronavirus!
And so, yeah, if obviously if we would have known ahead of time, we would have let you guys know, but we couldn't because it was a last-minute thing. So we will be picking up again next week.
Yeah, unfortunately, on Tuesday, Animac died. I'm glad he's back because it would have been really awkward to explain it to you guys, but this made it a lot easier.
Yes, Nux, thank you. No, I'm fine. It was nothing serious, of course, but...
yeah, he died. He's just saying this to keep you at ease. Nah, fam. It was over.
My anime list.
My anime list! Alright, since
guys,
I
let's
have the most experience with my anime list, I will be taking it away. The first one is Fate Stay Night, Heaven's Feel. Have any of you seen it? I saw it. I saw all 3 movies.
I only saw the first movie.
It doesn't get better.
I haven't seen it. I told you guys I've seen a few of the Fate series, but it's not the kind of thing that I want to keep watching different routes and stuff. It just doesn't.
It looks really good. I'll give it that.
It does look good. It does look good.
It is also worse than Fate Zero and Unlimited Blade Works, in my opinion.
That's also true.
But then again, it's a movie, so it's like... that literally means nothing. I'm going to give it a B.
So, are we ranking it? We're not ranking them against each other. We're ranking them against
As
all
anime.
of anime.
As anime.
Yeah, correct. Yes.
So that said, while it was beautiful, I think that the pacing was not good at all. So much time was focused on like fight scenes and trivial things. No character development was actually in the movies. I thought that the movies overall did not. I read the light novel version. Like it was originally a visual novel. I read the light novel version of this route, and it was so much better than the adaptation because so much was just focused on the cool animation, and it wasn't explained well. I didn't feel anything for the characters. There were a lot of just like WTF moments that weren't emphasized, and I would give it a C tier.
And I haven't seen it, so I can't make the call.
All right, Nux, I'll trust you since you've seen all 3, and I've only seen the first one.
Hell yeah.
And since I haven't seen them, guys, I can tell you that the new chapter of the Rant Cafe Isekai is now available on web novel. Check it out.
Next anime, Hajime no Ippo.
This is a fat S for me. Easy.
That's a fat A tier for me.
It's my top 3 favorite anime for a reason. It is my number 1 favorite sports anime over shows like Haikyuu and like Major and stuff like that.
I also have to give this an S, and it's also one of Gozen's favorite sports anime.
Hell yeah.
Might be his the favorite sports anime. So.
It's literally like it's a boxing anime that it's like it's over the top enough to like make it like entertaining, but it's also still grounded in some form of reality while they're in the ring, and I love it. They use the sound effects and the music they use is amazing and just enhances the battle. It honestly has some of my favorite fight scenes in all of anime, from Takamura versus Hawk and Eagle, and even Ippo versus I think his name was Date and Sendo. Like these fights are the rewatch value on these fights are insane.
Absolutely. I got nothing to say. I love it. If you want to put an S, put an S. I would personally give it an A, but I do love.
Too bad, Nux. We know
I do love Hajime no Ippo, and
we know you're upset, Nux. We know you're mad
Next
right now,
anime.
but we're putting it.
Anohana.
Despite what you want, Nux, we're putting it.
I would give Anohana honestly not as high as anime. Briggs, have you seen Anohana?
I have seen Anohana. I actually watched it while it was airing.
Ooh.
Yeah,
which made the experience worse.
I think it is. I think it is one of the best, slice of life romances out there, in my opinion.
So what would you give it?
Well, I'm debating between A and S, to be honest. Probably S. Just again, in terms of its genre, like I'm not gonna compare it to One Piece.
Compare it to One Piece, bitch. Coward.
How do you compare it to One Piece?
Oh, I'll compare it to One Piece. Can the main character in Anohana have stretchy arms? No. Can Luffy? Yes. Clapped. One Piece is superior. Thank you. That was easy.
I think it's like an A or B for me.
I also think A or B for me. I'd give it an A. I'd say it's an A tier anime.
All right, I'll give it an A too. Yeah, it's between A and probably an A plus for me. It's not.
That's A minus for me, bro.
The most greatest anime, which is definitely a term.
And also, can Goku beat
said,
Menma?
well said.
I think Menma could beat Goku.
Yes.
I don't know. What if Goku wishes her back with the Dragon Balls, and then she's just a normal girl, and then he crushes her?
Yeah, but then she'd die and become a ghost again and kick Goku.
Damn. No, it is this is why power scaling is such an important part of the anime community.
Absolutely. This is why I feel like I've grown from this conversation we just had, to be honest.
No, probably your penis has.
Well, my penis is constantly grown. Next! I think, is that Mononoke?
Yeah. Mononoke.
So I have not seen Mononoke. It's something I wanted to watch for a while. I never saw it.
It's been way too long for me. I can't even. I think this is from like 2004.
2007.
Really?
Should I add another category for not seen?
No. Well, I'm sure nothing here will be D tier, so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What in the top 100 anime of all time would be D tier?
I'm trying to find one right now.
Mononoke is one of the interesting. It's an interesting anime because it is quite a good horror anime, which we don't get a lot anymore in the anime community. So
Just change D tier to didn't watch.
Yeah, you're right.
To inconclusive. Or NA.
I would say A for Mononoke.
Well, I haven't seen it, so if you want to put an A, you can put an A.
Let's do it.
A tier. Just drop it in A.
We're putting it in A?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. What is this next one?
Nichijou.
Oh,
A
you
tier.
love this series.
I do. A tier. I don't give S's easily, but A tier. That's high praise.
Yeah, respect to Nux. He hasn't given a single S yet.
Yeah, no, I don't overhype things. I've never overhyped something before in my entire life. As far as overhyping goes, I think I'm the last person to ever overhype something ever.
Ah, good one. Good one. Your sarcasm is on another level.
This isn't sarcasm, bro. This is fact. Fact.
Oh, obviously.
I've never given anything an S tier before.
Thank you,
This man speaks facts. Only facts.
Only.
I watched like 4 episodes of this with Nux, and it was all right.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I told you guys when I see like little moe cute looking shit, it just doesn't interest me. However, people have said it's hilarious, so I should give this one a chance. At some point I will, but I haven't yet.
I laughed like once or twice an episode.
Yeah, it's funny. As far as comedy, like comedy anime, this is one of the top tier.
I'll say B. Maybe also I feel like I feel bad giving it a C, having not seen the entire series. So you know what, Nux, you decide.
I said A. What do you mean
All
I
right,
decided?
it is. I can't give I don't know. I've only seen like 5 episodes.
Next, Perfect Blue. Overrated. What do you think, Animac?
It is a movie,
I know.
and it is a thriller, which again, thrillers are rare. Good thrillers. I think it's good.
Yeah, but you said good thrillers. Thrillers aren't rare. Good thrillers are rare. Perfect Blue, B or C for me.
A B for me.
Briggs, you're inconclusive.
I was at a-
inclusive.
Early on in my anime
Couldn't
fandom
be. It
career,
couldn't be.
when I started like watching anime, I watched a bunch of anime movies that I thought were high ranked, and I looked at Mal list for highest ranked movies, and then I just watched a bunch of them.
I don't know, man. I'm leaning more towards C right now. But you voted B, so I guess I don't know, man. Okay, put it in B.
Princess Mononoke.
All right, A tier.
I love this. Yeah, A. I agree. It's my favorite Studio Ghibli movie.
See, this is wrong because it's Ghibli, and also because it isn't the best.
Yeah. Okay.
He said it's his favorite, Animac. Why are you putting words in his mouth?
Okay,
bro?
My Neighbor Totoro.
No, Totoro's amazing. Fuck you all. But
Princess Mononoke is better than Totoro.
no, Mononoke is an A. Princess Mononoke is an A in my opinion, but it's not an S. And I would give Totoro an S.
Well, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't either.
Anyway,
Okay.
you put it in A. There we go.
Okay,
Boom.
let me tell you. I know Totoro seems like it's for kids, but it's even more for adults.
My
because
neighbor
it's-
Jotaro.
Oh shit, that'll be good. But My Neighbor
Oh.
Totoro teaches you as an adult how to go back to that childish innocence.
Come on, Amasekai.
Embrace the world. Embrace the world. Embrace your your innocence. Embrace
Believe in myself.
It's brilliant.
Kuwasekai. Anyway, thank you, Animac.
Yeah, thanks, Nux. Next time you go on a passionate rant about something, I'm going to interrupt you.
We're not
by-
there yet. Totoro's on the list, probably somewhere.
Well, it better be, or I'm quitting this podcast right
No,
now.
then you could just write an angry letter to Mal. They take very well to criticism.
Yeah.
Next, what is that?
Diamond something.
Diamond Oasis?
Yeah. So, Animac, want to hear a funny story about development? So, back when I was in high school,
Is it about boobs?
yes, back when I was in high school, one of my buddies who watched anime recommended this anime to me, and I said, "Nah, baseball sucks."
Yes, agreed.
Right?
Yes, agreed. But the
As-
anime's good.
As Animac would agree. And then later down the road, the anime dude recommended Major to me. And it is like my second to third favorite sports anime of all time. And it is an anime about baseball. And I have not seen Diamond No Ace, but I want to watch it now because I've developed as a character. I've undergone my transformation in a way. And I am accepting of something that, like, a baseball anime, a sports anime now.
I love how it's like, Animac, can I explain something to you? I mean, you're thinking about, I'm going to explain to him the Pythagorean theorem. And he's like, is it about boobs? Yes. Oh, go on then. And then you can just say whatever you want.
Yes. So the thing is, I respect
Oh,
everything. you said, Rick.
it's called Cross Game. I'm an idiot.
Oh, that's
I'll-
cross game. That's not even Diamond Oasis. Cross
respect
game. Good
not-
rant, Briggs.
Oh, it didn't
See,
matter. I
Riggs.
wasn't talking about the anime in question anyway. I watched Major.
I respect everything you said except the anime dude part because I don't respect anime dude's opinion. So then I could never watch it. I'm sorry.
It was actually Cross Game that my friend recommended to me because I remember this image when I looked it up. And I'm like,
Wow.
bruh, baseball?
Oh,
These characters don't look good either. No.
only a Chad can go on such an epic rant that was completely inappropriate in the circumstance.
So yeah, not applicable for me. What about you guys? Thank you, Nux. Have you seen this anime?
I have
No.
not.
No,
All right.
not applicable.
Next anime.
Next anime. It's pretty damn small. I can't even make out what it is. That looks like,
Alright.
is that sort of a stranger?
I can't tell. I'm gonna move it away. Let's do Yu Yu Hakusho first while chat tells us. Yu Yu
That's pretty-
Hakusho.
Large brain. Yu Yu Hakusho's A tier.
A tier.
I think it's S tier. But I guess it ends up in A.
Ends up in A.
Fun fact, I like Yu Yu Hakusho more than Hunter x Hunter. I don't know if it's arguably better when debating, but I like the characters more, and I'm a character-driven boy. I'm a
No,
big
yeah,
fan.
I see what you're saying. I would have to rewatch Yu Yu Hakusho again. It's another one that I haven't in a long time, and I've seen Hunter x Hunter very recently. But I know it's good. I just don't. I haven't seen it in a long time, so I can't say whether it's S or A.
Dude,
Yo, you wanna hear something funny,
main
Anime?
Cast, the
Yes,
main
go ahead.
cast is just fire.
No, the main cast is better than the main cast in Hunter x Hunter. I agree. But I have to say something hilarious. My Neighbor Totoro is not in the top 100, so that's funny. And you know what's even funnier? It's right beside the K-On movie. They're literally next to each other.
Is K-On
You love
in
to
this?
see it. I don't know.
I hope
the
so.
K-On movie.
Fun fact, everybody: K-On is an anime for chads. Don't let these anime YouTubers deceive you and tell you things like, "Oh, it's just cute girls doing cute things and nothing happens and they just drink tea." It's an anime for chads. It's about friendship, my friends. It's about achieving your dreams and figuring out what you want to do. I don't know where I'm going with this, but
see,
it's
Briggs,
good. It's good.
When I want an anime like that or manga, I will just, check out One Piece, not fucking K-On. But that's just me, Briggs.
Why not both?
That's just
Why
me.
not both? As One Piece is my favorite manga of all time.
Animac, right now, you know what you sound like? You sound like one of those people ravenously raving about how breasts are better than ass, when in actuality you could have both.
I mean, that's a good point, but
K-On is about
This is how you
enjoying
speak to
the
him.
little things in life.
But K-On's fine. I think K-On's okay. It's not,
I don't know,
not
man.
amazing.
Why not enjoy the big things in life and watch Keijo instead?
Wow. Why not both? Again.
Anyway,
okay.
what's this anime?
Did they tell us what the anime was?
People in chat. God damn it.
Oh, but Chad doesn't care. Anyway, let's go. What's next? Guy walking with, weird dog.
They said it's Mo Dao Zushi. The flip is it?
Okay,
Never
guys, move
heard
this
of
to the very bottom, or is this not applicable?
Moldao Zushi doesn't even sound.
Here, I looked it
Japanese,
up.
sounds
It sounds
Chinese.
Chinese. I found it. 15 episodes. I think it's
15.
Chinese.
Are you kidding me? That looks like Chinese writing too.
Yeah, this is Chinese. This is Chinese.
Mal has a Chinese anime on its list, but not interspecies
Avatar.
reviewer.
Well, they have interspecies reviewers. They just didn't rank it appropriately. Well, they have this, but they don't have Avatar. I think it's time for a boycott, but that's just me. Put it in not applicable because Mal sucks. That's the bottom rank. Anyway, next. I think that's Natsume Yujinsho, right, chat?
Guy with weird dog.
Guy with Weird Dog. It's actually pretty great. I would say B tier because that's a pretty great rank.
I haven't seen this one.
You know what? Maybe even A tier. Maybe
I
even
think B
A
looks
tier.
good. Top
Mm.
B.
So it looks good visually.
Visually.
So Natsume Yujinsho is a great show. The only thing is I'm not up to date because there's 8 seasons. I think I only watched the first one.
What's the English name?
Natsume Yujinsho.
Yeah, makes perfect sense. Yeah.
You want me to look up the English name?
You know who's the worst character in One Piece? Bellamy.
How dare you?
Next time we have.
Natsume's Book of Friends. That's the English name. But
Next
it's a really
up-
good show. I
Next
really
up
like
we
it.
have Usagi Drop.
How are you gonna just do Natsume Yujinsho like that? Anyway, but Usagi Drop, I think it's a B tier.
I would say A. I loved this anime. It was very cool. People say the manga gets weird, but I've only seen the anime, so
No, I like it though. It's a great show.
Having seen both these last two anime, I think B looks good.
I love you, Briggs. You'll love to see it. All right. Okay, next, Assassination Classroom. I'd
Ass
say.
Class.
I know
bro.
Animax is
Ass
gonna say A, but I think it's a B. To be honest,
That's nonsense. It's
B is a good rank. B is
No.
a really good rank.
Yes.
You know what's
but-
better than Assassination Classroom? Natsume Yujinsho.
No, it isn't.
But this is
I
why we
haven't
can't
seen
have
it,
good
but no,
things.
it isn't. Anyway, I think it's definitely an A. Assassination Classroom is definitely an A. It's not gonna be in my top 10 favorite, but it's definitely up there, man.
I love Assassination Classroom. I just don't think it's in the same league as Yu Yu Hakusho.
I think it is. I mean,
See,
it's
I
not
will I will give it an A, given that I would have given Yu Yu Hakusho an S. I like it around the same level as Princess Mononoke.
I don't like it as much as Princess Mononoke.
I like
would
it
give
more.
Anohana a B also. So
I like it a lot more than Princess Mononoke.
So it ends up in A, I think, right?
well, whatever you say.
What is this?
All right. Believe in myself. Why can't they use normal freaking images? I don't understand. What's wrong with these people? People in chat. It's help.
I'm just gonna
That
move a bunch of stuff to the
Oh,
bottom.
Kara no Kyokai. It's Kara no Kyokai.
I-
Yo, don't put it away. I know that one. Stop.
Okay.
Kara no Kyokai. It's really good though. I say A or B though.
Well, you
That's
decide.
all
I
good.
haven't seen it. Yo, we call ourselves anime connoisseurs, and yet we haven't seen this many anime in the top 100. That's pretty sad.
Yeah, bro, because Mal top 100 anime,
Yeah.
that's all that matters in this world.
Yeah. I would put Kara no Kyokai in B, but it's really good.
Oh,
Really,
this
really
is
good.
Katanagatari.
Yeah, Katana Gatari, I would easily put an A. Love the show.
I dropped it.
I know.
It was cool, but
Yeah.
it was
It's too dialogue
this
heavy
is
for
so
you.
this is so sad, but it was hard for me to like.
Yeah, it's hard for you to watch.
There were long
it's
episodes.
a 50-minute episode of dialogue.
It was a 50-minute episode of dialogue. I watched like 2 back to back, and I was just like, I can't watch anymore. And
No, there's a lot of like puns also, like and like poetic writing in it. So I think it's really good.
So then I
and the
was-
ending
oh.
is fantastic.
I tried a few times, but. So wait, where did you put it, Nux?
A
It
tier.
is.
I'm going with Nux on this one. I remember him talking about this.
Nice. High Q
Okay.
boys.
IQ boys, easy A tier. I love
That's
IQ.
like top of A. Top of A.
Top of A. IQ is my favorite sports anime.
Bro, could the guys from Haikyuu beat the guys from Hajime no Ippo in a fight?
Probably not, but Goku could beat both of them.
Exactly. So Dragon Ball is the best sports anime.
Yeah, I agree. But one issue I'm having with this list, as we have it right now, we have way too many in the A tier. Our A tier is too big. You can't honestly say that Katana Gatari is in the same league as some of these other ones.
Ludicrous
Estimate.
Fund.
Well, I would be
the
okay with moving
5,000 magical
Nichijou
crystal.
down to
Thank
B.
you.
I would honestly be okay with moving Anohana down to B, but
No,
Yeah, I would
I'm
also.
not-
I also
I'm
vote
not okay.
Anohana down to B.
I'm
2
not
votes
okay
for
with
B.
that.
Move it down.
I'm not okay with that, guys.
You don't get it right. You're outvoted. This is a democracy.
yeah, there's 3 of us.
I love democracy, as
Bro.
Emperor Palpatine says.
Yeah, when has democracy ever worked, Nux?
Emperor Palpatine thought it worked very well. Okay, I stand. Emperor Palpatine.
You guys ready for the strongest mindset of all time? Madoka Magica. I dropped it on episode 2.
You suck, Briggs.
But this was before I was part of the anime. Like, I knew what was going on in the anime community. Like, everyone, like, now,
Everyone said, watch through
having
episodes.
known that, like, the series, like, changes, and, like, after episode 3, I probably would have continued watching it, but I was
Yeah,
not
it's really
into it
good.
at all off of episode 2.
So I watched 1 episode and I was like, bro, this sucks. But then another time I tried again and I got to 3 and then I stayed up all night watching the rest of it.
So I usually stand by the 1 episode rule, but there are a few cases where it's, like, clearly
Yeah, no. This one's a 3. You need 3
you
episodes
need
for
3
this one.
episodes.
And just like for Death Note, you need 2 episodes. There's no rule.
Nah,
but I would
Death Note was interesting off of 1.
What would
interesting off of 1. It's not. It doesn't like grab you
It's
like
not,
after
it's not
2.
amazing, but it's good enough for me to watch a second episode. Madoka Magica, I really didn't want to watch anymore.
What would
I
you give
wasn't
this,
into it.
Nux?
I would give it A.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too.
All right, A.
It is on my list of series to watch. I've
It's
heard
really good.
amazing things.
I love Madoka Magica.
Yeah, and I would never have even given it a chance if people didn't tell me, yo, it's not your classic moe shit. Because I looked like moe shit, I was like, nah, fam. But the people are like, no, give it a chance.
Your Lie in April.
Not gonna lie.
Honestly, overrated.
I was gonna say the same thing, Nux. Wow.
Next and Briggs.
Like, I like it, but it's like a B.
B. Freaking out. I was thinking C to be honest, but B. Hell yeah. I'm with you. B. I respect. Overrated, man. God damn.
What about Animac? What do you think?
Doesn't matter.
No, fuck off, Nux. I think that I actually agree with you here. It was, I don't know if it's overrated now, but it was definitely overrated when it was airing. I think it's a B. Not
Funny
as good.
story.
Not as good as
Crunchyroll.
say, I don't know.
Crunchyroll's top 25 anime of the last decade. I think this was like number 2.
No. Oh yeah, was it?
Something like that.
Yeah, definitely not.
They
man.
put this above Hunter x Hunter, I remember. Anyway, next we have Nana.
I haven't seen this one.
Nana's
I've-
good. It's pretty good. I'd say B also. Solid B tier.
B is filling up.
Yeah, we need some really bad ones now.
Mushishi. Me and Animac
Mushishi's
love
really
this
good.
anime.
I love Mushishi.
Animac.
For me, Ushishi is an S.
I'd have to
Not
say
for me.
A, just because
I'd also say A.
it's not in my like top 25.
I would say it's an S just because it's very different, but I love it it's almost like watching it is almost like a meditative experience rather than, oh, I'm hyped up or I'm emotional. It's just it hits different, guys.
It really does. It's like its only show of
It
its
does.
kind that could keep my interest and actually make me fall in love with it.
No, I really like Mushishi as well. But A is a high rank, let's not forget. These
It
are
is,
all
but
just good anime.
Mushishi has a special place in my heart, so that's why I put it an S. But if you guys want to put an A, I get that.
All right, A it is.
Also, one of the rare anime where I felt that season 2 was even better than season 1.
Yeah, I would agree with
I
you.
agree.
Next we have, okay, so hold on. I don't think this is Haruhi Suzumiya. I think this is only the movie, The Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya.
Is it? Are you sure?
Because I don't think Haruhi Suzumiya is in the top 100.
But she has different hair in the movies, so would this be it?
Looking it up.
Bro, I have so many embarrassing things to say this episode. I watched the movie first.
Oh, no!
I watched like 20 minutes of the movie. I'm like, what the fuck? And I stopped and never watched the series. 'Cause I saw on Mao, it was like the literally I looked like when you get into anime
Okay, so
and like, you're
Haruhi
trying to find good
Suzumiya-
anime, you look on Mao. I saw this and I'm like, cool, let me watch this movie. I wanted to watch some anime movies, never really gave anime movies a shot. Watched like 20 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck?
Okay, so Haruhi Suzumiya is ranked like 650, and Suzumiya, The Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya, the movie, is ranked 50. So, this is the movie.
It is a really good movie, though.
It's a really freaking good movie. If it was the anime, I'd say C. If it's the movie,
See, people in chat
I'd say-
someone said same. Someone said Connor did it first too. It wasn't just me.
Okay,
Dude,
Brick, why are you so
goddamn.
insecure, bro? He's like, it wasn't just me, it was
It wasn't-
Connor.
it wasn't
dude, this
just
is
me.
not a Chad mindset. Say, I did it and I did it on purpose, bro.
Bruh, that's the way you're supposed to watch it.
Yeah. You should be
I
like,
would honestly,
bro, I watched JoJo's
I
from part 4 and I watched it backwards, bro.
yeah.
No, not even a Chad would do that.
No. All right. Honestly, the movie is maybe S tier.
Yeah, S or A for me for sure.
I'd say S tier. I think it's an S tier movie.
like it was better than even the show. Yeah,
Much better. The show would be C for me. The movie was S.
yeah. I wouldn't say the show would be C. At least a B. I really liked it when I watched it, except for the Endless Eight.
Yeah.
But it spoke to my heart.
Yeah, it didn't speak to my heart. Anyway, next we got The Legend of the Galactic Heroes. This is also something that was forever on my to-watch list, and I actually always had in mind, I will always have one anime that I haven't seen yet that I know is a masterpiece. Like,
I have seen The Legend of the Galactic Heroes, the original 80s.
this is the original, the 80s.
Okay. No, I like it, but I feel like I like it because of my specific tastes in things like strategy and politics. So I don't know. I don't think everyone would like it. I'm debating between A and S because while I do love the military strategy aspects of it, the characters are not necessarily as lovable as other anime.
One thing I have to say, the name Legend of the Galactic Heroes isn't nearly as exciting as the other anime that is maybe even more famous, Legend of the Legendary Heroes.
Isn't that like Saint Seiya or something?
No, there's an anime called Legend of the Legendary Heroes, and it was actually pretty okay.
I'm leaning A for Legend of the Galactic Heroes.
It's on my to watch list that I've never
Yeah.
gotten to.
Yeah. Next, Rainbow. Over freaking rated! B or C. I think it's a great show. That said, it's not nearly as good as all these other ones. I feel bad to say C tier though. I would say B.
Okay.
I'd say B tier.
I'll allow it.
Thank you, Briggs.
One Piece!
One Piece S tier, easy.
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 No question about it.
Actually, One Piece Virgin. Based on what you've seen, where would you put it? Don't feel pressured to put it in S like us. I'm
Dude,
very
he gave
curious.
One Piece a 10 out of 10 on his latest video.
Yeah, so the manga, I would 100% put it in S.
Oh,
I haven't
don't be
seen
that
anime,
guy.
though.
Okay, so you didn't see it? You don't get a vote. S tier it is. Moving on.
Yeah, because a lot of people say that the anime drags at times and all that type of stuff. So the manga I would give an S for sure.
To
Though.
be honest, though, when I rank things, I just go off the best version. Like, even if it's an anime list, like, I'll still
Yeah, I get
just go off the manga if, like, the anime adaptation's not that great.
Yeah, but I know what you're saying, but I don't know if that's technically
Who cares? It's your list,
It
dude.
is-
I don't
yeah.
understand it.
This is-
It's not our list. It's
we make the rules.
my
We
anime
make the
list.
rules, bro.
Oh, you're right. It's my anime list.
Yes. Next, Land of Lustrous.
So this is one I never had an interest in watching, and people said, "Bro, it's so good. It's actually an example of good CGI." And I saw the animation. I was like, I don't give a fuck about this anime. And I know that there's
So
that
you
one,
don't know.
there's
That's
that
what
one
you're
guy
saying.
in chat who's gonna be like, "Bro, how dare you, Animac? How dare you? It's a modern classic, Animac."
Well, I thought it was hard to get through. Also, to be honest, I didn't love it. I don't know. I'd maybe say C or B. I'd say C tier, honestly.
Yeah, see the how dare you, Animac? You
There you go.
predictable
See.
chat.
All right, we got Nux Taku's favorite anime next, boys.
Yeah, Okay, Boku no Hero.
Boku no Hero.
Academia. Okay.
I think My Hero Academia is like a Your Lie in April level anime.
Overrated, you're saying.
Bro, how could you guys put Anohana down to B? Like, fuck you both.
Nah, bro. I would put Assassination Classroom down to B2. What do you think, Briggs?
I'm actually like, I would love to meme with you, but I do think it's an A tier anime.
Well, anyway, I prefer memes over facts, but that's just me. My Hero, B or C for me. I think it's pretty good, but it's not,
I would
You know.
not give it a C in any way, even though I think it's just kind of like I think it's just like a slightly above average series. You know, it's like a B plus. It doesn't belong with these A's, with these awesome anime over here.
Yeah, I would give it a B.
All right, B.
It's definitely a solid anime. Like the anime itself, it's good because it doesn't have much filler and stuff. Because it's not being made throughout the year like One Piece or Dragon Ball or whatever. It's actually quite good because of that. So I would definitely rate it positively.
Well, yeah, the animation's good, and there's no filler, but that's not enough to bring it up. You know, the story is a roller coaster.
Yeah, it can be interesting at times, really interesting, and at times it's kind of like, I don't necessarily care. That
It
much.
definitely
I'm
has
bored
its
of
A tier.
this
It definitely has its
discussion.
A tier arcs, but it also
This
has its C tier
discussion
arcs.
is boring me. All the A-tier arcs are 3 episodes. All the boring ones are 20. I don't want to hear any more about this. It's sitting at B, and it's never moving. Psyche Kuso.
Haha.
Hey, Nux,
Comedy of our
Nux,
generation.
Nux, listen, I don't care what you think. Although this
Uh-huh.
time I agree that we should move on to Psyche because I like it. So this time you got lucky, Nux. Go ahead.
Thanks, Animac. I appreciate you trying to sound manly when in actuality neither of us have any form of manliness sitting before Briggs.
But
How
especially
dare
not you. But especially not you, Nux.
Sure, Animac.
Having seen
Psyche.
every anime on the planet, I would give Psyche Kuso an A.
I like Psyche a lot, man. A lot.
I would also give it an A because it's great, but the episodic nature of it makes it impossible for me to give it an S because I feel like it doesn't have those high emotional moments that really make me feel something as an S.
For what it's trying to do, it does it really well.
Yeah, that's true. Absolutely.
I'd give it an A. I'd give it an A.
I mean, just
Aha,
the grandpa.
I fooled you all. I haven't seen it, but I knew they would give it an A.
Haha.
Good
Just
one,
the
Briggs.
grandpa scenes are worthy of an A, bro.
Bro, I love the grandpa. Okay, what's that next one?
Looks like some Moya shit.
Guys in chat, what's that next one?
Just click on it. Can't you just click on it?
No.
No, we're not on mail. It's a tier list.
Oh.
Animac learning how tier lists work.
This is Kami-sama Ajimashite. I heard of it. I heard bad things. I didn't watch it because I heard that it was okay.
Okay, NA.
All
Slam Dunk, an anime I've always wanted to see, I think.
I also
Slam
haven't
Dunk.
seen it.
Well, you guys know I've seen it because NA.
Alright, what's this next one? I don't even
A
know.
place further than the universe. Animac, take it away. It's your favorite show.
I mean, it's a cute show, but it didn't hold my interest. So I get what it's doing, and it's cool. It's like a relaxing show, but it just didn't keep me interested. And for that reason, I give it a C.
This is Ozaid. Having recently made a step further in my chat formation and become a man of culture who's watched K-On! And enjoyed the hell out of it, I do want to watch this at some point.
as a man that's also seen it and thought it was boring, stupid, and taught bad life lessons, I think that it's also C tier.
It did have the mom. The mom was pretty fun.
Okay, get out of here, Animac. Enough
It's
with
a
your
high
mom.
C. It's a high
Dr. Stone, C tier, easy.
Really?
Maybe worse.
Really? I like Dr. Stone. I like it. Again, it's a different
C
anime.
tier are okay. C tier aren't bad anime. There's no bad anime on this list. It's just C tier is more
below
towards the
average.
No,
I would give it a
C-
B, man. I would give Dr. Stone a B. It's unique.
I'm giving it a C as well. I dropped it like 4 times. I couldn't
Thanks,
bro. Finish it.
Love you, man. Evangelion.
I don't think it was bad, but like there was just so much other better shit at the time, and I'm just like, no, it's not worth it.
At least the opening to Dr. Stone was fire.
Yeah.
Kono Sakai, good morning, world.
Ohio, Sakai, good morning, world.
And the show doesn't get better than that. Anyway, Evangelion.
So when I watched it initially, I loved it for the philosophical aspect, not
course,
necessarily
of course.
for the characters who were not relatable. If I rewatch it now, I might be leaning towards S just because it's so deep. But when I think of it now, I'm thinking
Dude, can you say that? Briggs, when you heard him say that, did you think to yourself, wow, I never heard that said unironically? I love this show. I'd maybe put it in S because it's so deep. Bro, Evangelion's not that deep. I would put it in B. It's in B tier. It's a good show.
absolutely
It's not
deep.
that deep.
It is absolutely deep.
Well,
Yo,
maybe I'm
I
too
would-
smart. What can I say?
I would debate you so hard on that concept
Yeah,
that it's
well,
not deep.
I have, unfortunately, with an IQ of 189, it's hard for me to find depth in Evangelion.
I would love to debate you on that, mister. I flex my IQ because I need to do it because I feel insecure about it.
All right, boys. Break it up. Break it up.
B tier. I think
I'm
it's not
giving-
that deep. You know who else thinks it's not that deep? Hideaki Anno, the guy that actually made it. So I'm comfortable having that
The
guy on my
author
side.
is dead, Nux. The author is dead.
Sure.
All right.
B tier.
Where do you think I'm putting this?
Min B tier.
C.
Love to see.
Characters are trash. Endings trash. I never watched any of the movies.
The end of the Evangelion movie is amazing. It's the perfect
But that's
ending.
not what this is. This is just Evangelion, the series.
Oh,
right?
this is just Evangelion without the end of Evangelion.
Well, no, that doesn't exist.
C
Fuck that.
tier.
I refuse.
Yeah,
I refuse
bruh.
to acknowledge the
I
fact
didn't
that
know.
the end of
Like I didn't know.
Evangelion
When I was just a casual anime fan, everyone said this was the greatest anime of all time. Like, sure, I'll watch it. Whatever. I watched it. I'm like, this fucking sucked. It was slightly below. It was a below
casual.
average series with bad characters and a terrible ending. I'm like, the ending honestly just pissed me off. I'm like, why would I watch the movies? I didn't know it was like it does a better ending or does a continuation.
It's called the end of Evangelion. It's the end. You have to watch it. It's the actual end, okay?
Yeah, but
Well, I
this is
didn't- I
just
didn't know that.
Evangelion. This isn't including the end of Evangelion. I'd put it in
This
C.
doesn't even include it. C.
I can't not include it.
If there was
because
a
then
D,
I
I'd put
get
it there.
sad. If you don't include it, I get sad. So I'm gonna put it in A.
This man was just ranting and raving about
Like-
S because it's so deep. What happened?
If you didn't know as well and you watched that ending, why would you go to watch the movies? You wouldn't. I didn't
Yeah.
even know movies existed.
If it's without the end of Evangelion, it's easily C tier. If it's with the end of Evangelion, then it's a solid B tier. Because it's not that deep.
I don't know, guys.
Bunny Girl Senpai.
Bunny Girl Senpai! B tier. It's great.
Significantly better than Dr. Stone and Evangelion.
Oh,
I'm going to
easy.
give this an A-.
I'm giving it an A as well. I like.
Add it back, I love you.
Yeah, for sure.
Bro,
I think this
those
was like a
first,
highlight of last year. Was it or the year before? Whichever.
Those first 6 episodes. Oh my god, I love it.
So I think Bunny Girl Senpai is really good, but I don't think it's in the same league as Yu Yu Hakusho or Haikyuu or
Bro,
Madoka Magica.
if it was just that first arc, if that was the whole, I would put it in S. No lies.
I think the first arc was so much better than the rest, though, and that was just the first 3 episodes. After episode 3, it was okay. It was average, I'd say. But I think that the first 3 episodes, I would also put in A. But if you're including the rest of it, I would put it in B.
Is the movie on
I think
here?
the
or-
first 3 episodes are like S tier though. So that's why I'm averaging it out at A.
I don't think the movie's on here, right?
No,
The
movie's
Bunny
not
Girl
on here.
movie? Okay. So we can't count that.
All right, what is this next anime?
It's too small. Is that Silver Spoon?
Yeah, it looks like Silver Spoon to me. Or Welcome to the NHK. No.
No. I think it's Silver Spoon. Let me just quickly look up. Oh, people are saying it's Run with the Wind. Oh, Run with the Wind! I dropped it after one episode.
Oh, bro, Gozen loves. My brother loves this one. He's a runner. He's a big runner. So he fucking loved this anime.
Briggs, have you seen it?
Nope.
I have no interest in seeing an anime about running. So there you go.
Animac, that's a weak mindset.
Then why didn't you see it, bitch?
Never intrigued me.
Yeah, well, no. Well, of course. All
Anyway,
right,
not available. I haven't seen it. I only watched one episode. Not fair. Moving on. Briggs, scroll down. Briggs, I can't see shiz. Yay, love to see it. Oh, God, what the flip is that? Ah!
That guy looks like the dude from.
Can I just drag all the good series at the front? So we could talk about those first.
Yo, what is that? People in chat, help.
Kono
Kono
Oto
Tetome.
Tamare.
Oh,
Not
this thing.
applicable.
Wait, what? It says this is ranked 720 on Mal. How the hell is it on here?
Top rated.
And it's the same. It is the same image. This thing is. I don't know, man.
All right, let's ignore that. March comes in like a lion, isn't it?
That's a really good show. I'd say B tier. Really good show.
B or A?
I think B is fair. Haven't
You
seen
haven't
it,
seen it.
obviously.
Right.
Okay. A silent voice. I love
Glad
this.
we got here. Hell yeah.
Bro, this entire
Overrated.
row. These next two rows are great. Okay.
Overrated, bro.
What? I thought it was a great movie.
I thought it was also a great.
Like a
movie.
B though. Like you're overrated, but a B.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'll allow that. Because looking at A now, I'm like, man, it's probably a B. But I enjoyed
No,
the hell out of
I
it.
love A Silent Voice. I think it's a great movie. I think Your Name was much better.
I also agree with that.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Your Name as well.
I think Your Name's like an A to an S.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Silent voice in B.
Silent Voice and B.
Sure.
Is this Berserk?
That's
Hell
Berserk.
yeah.
S tier.
Well, yeah, because you guys want to do the manga, right?
Yup.
Yeah. Well, even up
Yeah.
to 97 series, I loved it.
I haven't seen it, but I have read the manga. Not all of it, but enough to know that it is S.
You know what's so? I've said this so many times, but I want to say it again. I caught up to it like years ago, and it was amazing. It was one of my favorite manga, and then it went on hiatus for so long that I never. And when it came back, I'm like, I don't even remember what happened. I'd have to reread the entire series. So one day I'm gonna reread the entire series, but I'm still on a boat somewhere.
Love you, bro.
I'm on a boat, man.
Boats and hoes.
He's on a boat somewhere. It's an old town road. Who's gonna swim
Nux-
till he
Nux
can?
with the best reference for songs of all.
You're welcome.
Bro,
bro.
Step
What?
Brothers is a great movie, though.
Sure thing.
Absolutely.
What is that? The next anime people in chat?
Chiyafuru.
Oh, That's not Chiafuru. People are saying it is Chiafuru. I never watched it. I heard good things.
Yeah, I'm an NA on this one.
The phrase is just a boat is such a weak mindset, Animac. All right,
It's
NA.
just a boat.
Code Geass, boys!
Code Geass S tier. Easily.
Oh, my
S tier.
I put it in S before we even got to it.
Good.
Bro, just the soundtrack is S.
Death Note, which I think is slightly better than Code Geass. I'm gonna put it in S as well.
I would put Death Note in A tier.
I would put it in S because Death Note got me into anime, bro.
Weak mindset, but you could put it in S anyway.
Your mindset is weak.
Rank it objectively, man.
Well, I said S anyway, so I don't care.
Yeah, it's all good. S.
What is
Moving
this?
on. I don't know. You need to scroll down. Oh,
I-
I freaking have no idea. People in chat, what is that?
Guy with mask.
Guy with mask. People in chat. People in chat are like, a movie. Thank you.
All right. It has. No one knows we're putting it here
Yeah.
for now.
Then we have Samurai X Trust and Betrayal, which is an OVA, and it's amazing.
Never saw it.
It's only like 3-episode OVA, but it's so cool. It's like if you're a fan of Berserk, I would definitely recommend it. I would put it at least an A, Yeah, an A. It just you don't have enough episodes to get to that S level, but A. Why isn't it B, Briggs?
My bad.
Thank
I'm missing like
He's not paying
the
attention.
rows are getting larger, so I can't see. Like I have to keep on scrolling, and it's annoying. Food Wars.
Food Wars! Food Wars! It's Food Wars! It's Food Wars!
The S.
No, not S.
So
Get
I
out
would
of
put
here.
it in S based off of the 4 seasons that I've seen, but the newest season, which I hear is not good, and is the only season that kind of ruins it for everyone, I haven't seen. So ignorance is bliss. Everything I've seen's an S.
Well, I wouldn't put it in S. I'd say A or B. I'd say
I put it right here.
I'll put it in A. Average between us. That's not A, Briggs. Okay, thank you.
Otaku Living Legend gave us 1,000 magical crystals to say Soma is definitely S tier. No, but thank you for the money.
Well, Soma the character, he might be S tier. I love him.
True, but no, he said Shokugeki no Soma. I just kind of shortened it, bro.
Oh, okay.
But
Next,
Soma is a great protagonist. I really like.
Is this Grand Blue?
Grand Blue made it in the top 100.
Yo,
I don't
I'm calling
think it
this.
is.
Look this up. I don't think this is top 100. I'm calling bullshit on this one.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right, bro.
I look up
Grand
the mount.
Blue. There, I'm looking at it. It is ranked 140.
But like, are you under popularity? Are you
Got 'em.
Underranked.
fuck.
Underranked.
Briggs, you're showing your
Twitter?
stuff on
My
screen.
bad. What did I show? Oh, that's just a
Recon.
conversation with Recon. Whatever.
Anyway,
Out of all the
I'd
things
say-
I showed, that was the best. Like I could have showed.
Look, Grand Blue, it's funny, it's good, I like it. I'd say C tier. It's pretty good.
I don't think we should even rank this because it's not top 100.
No,
Come
this is when it was coming out. It was in the top 100. This was probably made when Grand Blue was coming out.
on. Yeah. All right.
This list,
Whatever.
I'd put it in C tier. It's good. I liked it, but you know, Briggs.
So wait, what is it? What is it? I was trying to look.
C
through-
tier.
C tier it. C tier it.
Wait, what is this though?
Grand Blue.
It actually is Grand Blue.
Yeah,
I dropped it.
good for you, bro.
It was a fun series, but
It was a fun series.
I got bored after like
Yeah.
5 or 6
How
episodes.
many times can this dude get drunk and end up humiliating himself? The answer
Nah.
is never enough times.
Now we have the anime that features one of the most popular protagonists of all time, Johann Liebert.
Antagonists.
Oh, sorry.
All right. Monsters a masterpiece.
I'm putting it in A.
A or S?
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen
It has been a long time. I need to rewatch it.
I don't think it's a perfect series. It's also not in my.
Well, I don't
like,
think
top
anything
20.
in S is a perfect series.
I don't think
Yeah.
it's like it has its flaws, and it's also not like one of my favorites. So I'm gonna put it in A.
Monster has an S, but not an A. The word, just saying.
That is a fantastic
that's-
argument. Honestly, almost enough for me to increase it, but I
Not
won't.
gonna lie, that's hiding in public logic.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, you know what? I'd say S. I think S. It's
Yeah,
a
I'll-
great show.
I'll go
Be
with
safe.
that.
It's a masterpiece.
JoJo's. Which is it? Only part 4? No, that's gotta be all of them.
No, I think it. I don't know.
It says without repeats, so let's count it all of them and put it in S where it deserves to be.
Okay, fair. I'm with you.
I would say A, but it doesn't matter.
Yo, go, come on, bro.
Go,
It's It's no Food Wars.
If it was just like part 5 on its own or something like that, I'd agree with you. But when you have parts 2 and all the Joseph storylines, man, you gotta give it.
Well, there's
You
so
gotta
many
give it
S
that.
tier points and parts to it, but like
Come on the
there's
music,
part
Iowa.
1, part 3. Oh, I mean part 3, the first half, and like even a little bit of the second half. Like it was just kind of there's a lot of slow parts that felt really repetitive in part 3. Part 4, it takes like 15 episodes to not suck.
I don't
and
think it
part 5
sucked,
Part 5 is good.
ever.
I like part 5 a lot. Part 2 is
I
my
think-
favorite, but
Okay, good for you. I'm
I'm just saying
happy.
it's a roller coaster, and I wouldn't give it an S. But
Okay, I would.
Yeah, it's better than
I mean,
Boku
you're
no
allowed
Hero,
to be wrong.
bro.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay.
Next
you
anime.
could be. Next anime, Wolf Children.
That's a movie, and
Did
it
it.
is quite good.
How
B
good?
tier.
How good anime?
A tier,
Nux?
but I think Nux said B.
I think B.
I have totally seen this anime.
Right.
Based on the... I'm gonna give it a B. I don't like wolves.
Good. I like the
Okay,
logic.
remember this when we have Spice and Wolf.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
A it is. Great point, Anime. Great
I love
point.
wolves. Always did.
I've been a
Wolves
wolf
are like
fan
a
since
son
day
to me.
one.
Yeah, wolves fan since day one. They're like a son to me and a father. Demon Slayer, C tier, easily.
See, guys,
Stay
this
C,
should be a
so
lesson for you.
Anime could just shut up.
This should be a lesson for you guys. When you bring up waifus, people change their minds.
There's a lot of good waifus in Konichi anime. You should watch it sometime. Thank
Please
you,
put
Nux.
it in C tier. Demon Slayer in C tier. It is not deserving of anything higher. Good
Nux, yo, this is crazy.
That's wild.
This is crazy, Nux, but check this
What?
out, bro. You
What?
singing something doesn't make you any more right.
But also, it goes to C tier.
I
I
say
would-
B.
I say
Weak mindset.
I definitely say B, and it has the potential to go into high A's with the coming seasons.
I'd say B.
Dude,
right
you read the
above,
manga!
right above My Hero Academia.
The ending was trash. Anyway, next.
What is this?
Kingdom.
I want to watch this or slash read this so badly.
So I read like the first 100 chapters of Kingdom, and it is amazing. I'd say A tier.
Cool.
But is the anime as good though?
I
Doesn't
read the
matter.
manga.
We go off
Doesn't
the
matter.
best source
We go
material.
off the best. Weak
But
mindset
then-
anime.
Then what about Demon Slayer? Because there's a lot of great arcs in the manga that haven't been shown
So,
yet.
so then consider it based off the manga. There are also bad arcs in the manga.
Yeah, then Demon Slayer is A. I wouldn't say there's bad arcs in the manga. There's just, yeah, I can understand why people didn't like some of the parts in the final arc. I agree, but still overall.
Well, I
think there was
would,
some
for
great
you,
stuff.
if you've read the entire manga, I would go off of the manga. And if you say it in an A, it doesn't even matter because it still stays in B because I said B and Nux said C.
Kumo Konosuba's
Konosuba, boys.
A tier. It's awesome.
Yes,
That's a solid
I
A.
agree. It's an A. It's a great comedy, but it's not something that's ever gonna be like, yo, this is S. This is my top. But it is great.
Right, I would agree with all that except for the fact that you don't think it's an S. Ludicrous fun, 10,000 bits. If Gintama isn't an S, I will riot.
Ha 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 ha. I'm
Oh,
sorry,
I love-
Ludicrous. I'm sorry.
56-year-old man, ludicrous funds, an absolute Chad.
What a legend. What a
loves
legend.
Gintama.
That next
Yo,
one, is that Diamond OAS?
Nah, this is Major.
Or that Major? I never
I
saw
think
Major.
it's Major. The front guy looks like Major, but I can't recognize anyone. Oh, it's Major, I think.
Major trash.
Yeah, it's Major. I'd give this like an A+.
No,
Alright.
people say
Oh.
it's really good. By people, I mean two people that I know, Anime Dude and Briggs.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen it. I just
Yeah.
don't like. I know it can be good, but I don't feel like forcing myself to watch a baseball anime. You know, bro.
No, don't know. Weak mindset.
Well, you don't
Kinda
watch
like
any
a-
sports anime. Like you haven't seen Haikyuu or have you seen Hajime no Ippo?
No.
I haven't seen the whole thing.
He hasn't seen any. The whole thing. This is like I haven't seen the whole Bleach, and you saw 3 episodes.
I
Anime.
saw 30 episodes.
Fess
Liar.
up and say you never watched it.
I saw 30 episodes.
Yeah, but you never heard of what's her name? Catwoman.
I mean, I've heard of her in Dojins.
Next we God bless you. Next we have Gintama. S tier. Easily.
The community's gonna hate me. I've only seen 75 episodes, all of which were below average. I dropped it. I hear it gets a lot better. Regardless, even if it turns into an absolute masterpiece, I don't think it should deserve an S based off of those first 75 episodes.
Dude, it's not fair if you haven't seen all of it.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
Bruh. This first 75 episodes, like, low-key, like, I would give it a B to A, just be nice to the community, but honestly, I like, genuinely, I think it's like a C tier anime.
Oh, I haven't seen it, but because
Someone in chat just said Briggs doesn't deserve that.
Like, I understand. Like, it could legit be, like, the remaining 200
Look,
episodes
man.
could legit be SSS.
There are
I
a lot
still
of
think
anime
it, like,
that I watched one episode of and dropped and considered it's unfair, and I wouldn't rank it. Like I saw the first
75%
episode of Major,
epi- 70
and
70
I thought the first episode of Major was a C. So should I change my vote
well,
of
no,
Major
there's,
to
there's
C?
6 seasons. What percentage is 75 episodes? How many episodes does Gintama have?
Like 500?
wow, really? Yeah, man. I personally haven't seen it, but because I like the ludicrous funds keeps giving us money, I'll give it an S.
God bless you, anime.
And I do trust you, Nux. On humor, I definitely trust you. On philosophy, like with Evangelion, definitely not. But
Nah,
humor-
Evangelion's overrated, bro. Not that deep.
You know, it'd be funny if you were like, bro, Evangelion is one of the best comedies of all time. You're like, I thought it was hilarious whenever Shinji cried. I'm like, ah!
What a bitch! I love how Animac, I hate bitch main characters. Also Animac, Evangelion though.
I know. No, Briggs is right. I don't like most of the characters. I don't relate to them, but just the philosophy's so deep, dog. It's deep.
Yeah,
Dude.
the way Kaoru is both gay and straight at the same time, bro.
Kaoru's not even human. Anyway, that guy.
I know,
guy.
You actually fell for that bait, bro.
See, look at this.
That
All the
guy
Gintama
1000
fans are
matches
settling for
crystal
A in
fighting.
chat because they know deep down inside, no matter how good the rest of the series is, it ain't that great.
Yeah, put it in S tier, bro.
No, I think that's a fair argument, Briggs.
Well,
when
like if
you
I watched
say-
10 episodes, if I watched like 5, 10 episodes, even 15, it would have been like, all right, I can't say anything. But like,
It has 2
I
votes
gave
for
it,
S.
I gave it, I say C. It lowers it to an A.
No, it doesn't lower it to anything. We always said if there's 2 votes, it goes there. Don't
Yeah.
try to change the rules.
Fine.
S
Brig-
tier. Thank
Briggs, I think that the argument you're making is fair. 75 episodes is a lot. It's just that I haven't had the chance to watch those 75 episodes myself to be able to agree with you. And like I said, Ludicrous Funds gives us a lot of funds.
you. Right.
Honestly,
So-
I agree with Ludicrous.
And also, I trust Nux and all that stuff, right? So,
Right, yeah. But mostly funds.
mostly.
Honestly, though, now that it's locked in at S, okay, whatever. I think the first 75 episodes aren't bad either. I just think that after watching them, those first 75 episodes, like after watching the show, all of the little intricate, like, character developments that we've seen in those 75 episodes, like, it really, it blossoms. It's like looking back to early One Piece, I think that Baratie even wasn't that great. Like,
I think Baratie is an A tier arc, and I think Arlong is an S tier arc. So by 45 episodes in, I was already in love with One Piece. You know?
I think
But
I think Gintama's S tier. I respect it. What
Fair
can I say? If you don't like it, it's fine. You don't have to watch it. I'm not forcing you or anything.
But I want to like it.
Maybe we should watch it together as boys, though.
Ooh, watching with the boys makes everything better. It's true.
It does. Next anime, Fate Zero, S tier.
You know what, Nux?
I don't give a
can't-
lot of S's, but
I
Fate
can't-
Zero is one of them.
I know you do, but to me, it's still an A. It's an A anime.
I think it's an A as well.
The thing is, it has a lot of great elements, and I love Iskander. He's my boy. But
You know
I'm
an
not-
anime deeper than Evangelion? Fate Zero. By a long shot. By a long shot.
it definitely has better characters, I would say. But
It's a Greek tragedy story.
yeah,
And the way it's focused is on giving every single ideology light and then telling you why every ideology is flawed. It's brilliant. It's such a brilliant show. And Lull in the Storm with 5,000 bits, probably to say it should be an S tier. But anyway, fine. I'm outvoted. A tier. But
Yeah.
I think it's a masterpiece.
it is good, but to me, it's not like, whoa, you know?
I think it's pretty well. Next, Nausicaa. Haven't seen it.
I've seen it. I have the manga and I haven't read it, and I heard the manga is better than the movie. The movie was solid, but I would give it a B. You know,
Okay.
it was cool, but nothing. It's not one of my favorite Ghibli films, but it is a great film on its, in its own way.
Spirited Away.
Spirited
Also,
Away.
also a B for me. Again,
Really?
Yeah, I think this is one that is
You would
overrated.
say that Spirited Away is in the same tier as My Hero Academia.
Yeah, I think Spirited Away is a good movie, but I think this one is overrated in the West because it won an Oscar. I think a lot of other Ghibli movies are better.
So I agree that I think a lot of other Ghibli movies are better, but I also think that Spirited Away is amazing. I'm okay with B, but I
I'd
would
say
probably
it's great,
A.
but not amazing.
I'm okay with B, but I would say A.
I'm probably gonna give it an A.
All right.
I can't believe how good this is like not even like part of my argument, but I can't believe how good the animation was for like 2001.
Oh, it was gorgeous.
I think it came out in 2001.
Or 2000, something like that.
Something like that. Like it was insane how that's better than everything coming out now.
Well, movies have good budgets.
It's true, but like it's just wild. All right, I'm giving it an A. Steins Gate. Another anime in my top 5, which means I am giving it an S.
Animac?
Hey,
Ooh, I have all the power.
Steins Gate is good, and I know Goz and my brother would give it an A. An S, but to me, it's really good, but it's not phenomenal.
I love Steins Gate, man. I think A.
Yeah, I agree. Because, like you said, S is something special.
Yeah, I probably won't give more than 5 S's on this whole list.
A is still a very above average anime. Steins Gate it's something special to me. It holds a special place in my heart. I've rewatched it like over a dozen times, legitimately.
Okay, well then, yeah, that's the Code Geass for me then.
Exactly.
Yeah, same.
I think the last like 12 to 14 episodes, I say last 12 episodes are like my favorite
Also, Code Geass
episodes.
is deeper than Evangelion.
It isn't, and I would argue a million times that it isn't. But it has much better characters and
story,
a lot of great elements.
Yeah,
like Valletta and Cornelia.
And both Valletta and Cornelia each have 2 great elements of their own.
Yeah, it's like
Anyway.
great elementception, bro.
Yes. Next.
Anyway, I was just gonna say that the last 12 episodes of Steins Gate are legit like my favorite episodes in all of anime. Like over like anything I've watched in One Piece and Kenichi.
It's just a microwave, bro.
Truly the weakest of mindsets. Attack on Titan.
A tier.
S. Knowing the manga and the anime has been done really well, S for sure.
I feel like I can't give it an S based off of the beginning of the anime and without knowing an ending to the manga. So I'm gonna give it an A as well, which is still it really did redeem itself. Few series can do that for me, but it totally redeemed itself.
Absolutely.
So I thought that the first season was overrated for sure, but I didn't think it was bad. It's just people were saying it's the greatest thing ever, and I saw it. I was like, it's kind of slow in the middle, whatever. Much like Demon Slayer. So it was overrated a bit, but that doesn't mean it's bad.
Well, A isn't bad. Last I checked.
Yeah, for sure. I respect that.
Promise
I
Neverland.
respect.
Promised Neverland. Honestly, I think B tier. It's
Hey.
really good, and I read all the manga.
Yeah. Since I've only seen the anime, I thought the first season of the anime was excellent, so I would put it an A based on just that. And I know, Nux, you said that some arcs don't quite live up to that in the manga, but
No, and also, to be honest, the first arc is probably the best arc all around, except for maybe one other one that I think was amazing.
Yeah,
no, I think that one other arc is good, but one other arc is the same tier as the first arc. I'd say B, but it's good. People in chat saying Golden Pond, not Golden Pond.
I'd say between B and A for me. It's a hard choice. I'll trust Nuxy Boy on this one.
Yep.
Yeah, he's read the manga, so for sure, I respect his opinion.
Who would have thought?
I wish it
would've
was
thought?
mutual, but I respect his opinion.
Hunter boys. Can I make the decision for us right here?
Well, what does a minus 4 out of 10?
Let's Boruto tier.
No, I
That's
would
exactly Boruto tier.
I would give Hunter x Hunter an A, not an S.
Okay, well, we would both put it in S, not in A. Thanks, Animec, for your input.
For me, S has to be like over 9 out of 10.
Yeah,
And-
that's Hunter x Hunter. Thank you.
And Hunter x Hunter for me is like 8.5 out of 10.
Hunter x Hunter's like a 9.69.
I'd give it like a 9.1169.
Hell yeah. Next,
The accuracy. What is this?
that's Space Brothers.
Space Brothers, yeah.
A tier.
I haven't
Okay.
seen it, but I've heard it's pretty good.
It's good. It's good.
One Punch
One
Man.
Punch Man. S tier, boys! I love One Punch Man. It's a masterpiece. The first season, at least. The manga, the adaptation of the second season could have been better, but the storyline, the characters, One Punch Man's deeper than Evangelion. Damn it!
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. Shut your face hole. S tier.
I would probably give it an A, but like A to S. The first season is unbelievable, and I will agree that like even if I go off of the manga for the rest, which I have read, I think it's a little bit lower than like the start of the series.
No.
Briggs, I agree with you. It's AS, which spells as. No, I would give it an A as well. I wouldn't quite give it an S, but I haven't caught up to the whole manga. I read beyond the anime, but not to the whole manga, and it's really good, but I wouldn't include it as like, one of the greatest.
Vinland Saga.
Weak mindsets all around. Soft dicks and weak minds. Disappointed anime. Disappointed.
Yeah, I know you like hard dicks, Nux, but
Hard dicks are far superior. They can pierce the heavens, you know. Anyway, Vinland Saga.
that's
I would
low,
give-
man. That is low using
I
Gurren
know.
Lagann.
I
in an
like that.
argument.
I thought
That's
that was
not-
good.
It's not cool.
I thought it
That's,
was
like,
cool.
Off limits, bro.
It wasn't ethical. It wasn't ethical, but it was definitely cool.
Yeah, it wasn't ethical.
I would give Vinland an A tier. I think it's great.
I've only seen the anime. I haven't read the manga, but I think A tier. Like, I would even approach S tier for the anime so far. But then again, I don't know if the manga stays consistent.
I think the next arc after the anime is the best arc in the series. It just like takes everything from the first season and it just flips it, kind of flips everything, but kind of it uses it as well. It's so good.
I don't know. I
but
heard
how-
it's just a bunch of guys like farming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally that's all it is. Just a bunch of guys farming. Although I still probably wouldn't give it an S because after the farm arc, it kind of goes downhill a bit.
Oh, it's the downhill arc. Oh, fuck.
Yes.
They're up on a farm, then they go downhill.
Bro,
a
just
bit.
off like the first season and the farm arc, I would give it an S. But off of everything I've read so far, I think it's an A.
So what should we do, Briggs?
I'm giving it an
Put
A.
it in A. I voted A. You voted A. Animec voted A. What should we do, Briggs? Come on, Animec.
No, I said I was. thinking
As
between A and
Keemstar
A.
says, it's simple math. He tried to roast me today about that. I was like, dude, you're setting up why are you setting up the tournament like this, man? It would be better this way. And he's like, it's simple math. More players equals more points. I was like, no, what are you saying? Whatever. Anyway, there's a discussion for another time. Erased. A tier. I love it. Ending was kind of garbage though.
Overrated. I'm giving it a B.
Fair enough.
Agreed.
Fair enough.
Me
Cowboy
and Briggs
Bebop.
agree on this one.
Overrated. Giving
A.
it a B.
Disagree hard, Nux.
Bro, oh, he's hard. You love
Yo, now you like hard. I'm hard right now. S. Cowboy Bebop is an S. I've seen it like
it ends up in A because Briggs
many
said it.
times.
Briggs
many
said A.
times, and it deserves S.
Well, it's not getting it.
Yeah,
I
because you don't
think-
understand, bro. You don't understand the deep philosophy. You don't get the references of Burning Chrome by William Gibson in anime form, bro. You don't get it. I thought you liked sci-fi. Get out of here. Get out of my house.
Honestly, the Foundation is not in the same league as Cowboy Bebop. The Foundation is literally 2 tiers above Cowboy Bebop.
Bro, but Goku can beat Spike. That doesn't mean that it's not good.
I'm just telling you, if you want to appreciate good sci-fi, watch good sci-fi. I think Steins Gate's a much better sci-fi than Cowboy Bebop.
No.
I agree.
It's totally different, but
But yeah,
can you
it is very different.
can you send
Yeah.
me this anime based on Asimov's Foundation series, Nux? I'd love to see it.
I think Ender's Game is much better than that as well.
I mean,
I
it
mean,
is
Rick and Morty's much better.
no as a sci-fi. It's a comedy. The sci-fi doesn't make any sense. Get out of
What are
here.
you, what are you
The
saying?
phrase that Rick and Morty is just a comedy is literally the weakest of mindsets.
You'll love to see it. You need a dumb high IQ to understand Rick and Morty, okay?
All right, Kuroko no Basket, boys.
I love Kuroko.
Cowboy
Basket.
Bebop ends up in A. My bad, I forgot to emphasize on that. I think it's an amazing series, but I don't think it's S tier.
Nux, remember in the Foundation series when the Galactic Overlord turns himself into a pickle?
Funniest shit I've ever seen.
Again?
Anyway, Kuroko no Basket, B or A. I love Kuroko no Basket. So one thing about Kuroko I have to say, characters are fire. Really, really strong characters. I'd say B, but I love it. I think it's great.
I haven't seen enough to make a decision. I watched like half of the first season, I think, and then I dropped it.
Basket goes swish.
Bruh. What is this?
That
Is
is
that Aria, the animation?
yes, Arya, yeah. So Misty recommended this anime to me. I saw a few episodes. It was nice and relaxing, but nothing.
Yeah, I'm with you. I
Nothing
I
that
saw a few
spoke to me.
episodes, and yeah, B.
C to me.
I'd say B.
Again, you said C is not bad, so I'm putting
Yeah,
it-
C's not bad.
I'm putting it in C.
All right, fair enough.
Gurren Lagann.
My dick is so erect it'll pierce the heavens.
Yes.
I do
There
love
is-
Gurren Lagann.
There is not enough S's on this list.
Can we please put this in A where it belongs?
It doesn't belong in A. It belongs in S. It is deeper even than Gurren than Evangelion.
I agree with you, Anime. It's not as deep as One Punch Man, though.
Bro, I can't decide.
It's
If
deeper.
I want to put it, I'm sorry, Animac. I think I need to put it in an A.
Come on, Briggs. It's not an S tier anime.
It's
like-
absolutely
But
an
you know
S
what?
tier. It is
You know what,
the S
Briggs?
tier.
Briggs? I love memeing on Animac, especially when it makes him upset. But I think we should put it in S for our boy. It's his favorite anime.
Let's do it.
Put it in there, bro.
Like,
Thank
the only
you
reason I
for
was gonna put it in
making the right
A was because
decision.
I see Vinland Saga, I see One Punch Man, I see Food Wars, I see Cowboy Bebop. I'm like, yeah, it's like great, like all of these.
Yeah,
It's not.
I
Like,
would also put it in A because it's great. But I'm happy to put it in S since it's Animac's favorite anime.
All right, let's do it. Wow, that was
Okay.
wholesome.
It is the definition of S, bro. Like when you see S
Animac,
tier
stop
in the
arguing.
dictionary.
Your arguments lost.
like
Our
it.
wholesomeness won. Okay.
Great
Fine.
teacher Onizuka.
Great
S.
teacher Onizuka. That's a solid A tier. I love it.
S.
Yeah, I would say A. I wouldn't say S on this one.
S. S.
Really, Briggs, make the argument.
Still
S.
deeper than Evangelion.
Onizuka is one of my favorite characters. I love
All right.
watching him change throughout the series as he changes the lives of our classmates, of the classmates. Such
Yo,
great
you would
lessons.
get canceled
such,
on Twitter so hard.
Such great lessons. Such fantastic and badass moments. Bruh.
Yeah,
this
it's true.
Great
teacher
faces.
Honestly, Onizuka by himself is is an S tier anime. But I'll
Bro,
put
to
it in
me-
A. It's fine.
Kylie
Everything you-
Jenner carries the whole movie.
Everything you're saying, I agree with, but that to me is an A anime.
Yeah, that's an A tier. I love it. It's great. Made in Abyss.
Yeah, I'm biased when it comes to anything that's in my top 10. I have to throw it in an S.
That's fair. So, like, I would say Made in Abyss is S tier, including the manga and everything. But I know you guys probably would not feel the same way.
Yeah.
You know what?
Like I said, I really liked the last few episodes of the anime, but I'm only anime right now. Anime only.
Yeah, you have to
so-
watch that movie sequel, though, bro. It's so good.
I was gonna say,
I should.
just
yeah, I
off the
gotta.
anime, I'd probably give it like a B. But with the anime and the movie, and like the last 3 episodes of the anime and the movie, taking that in consideration, and just how well done it is in animation and music wise as well, I want to give it an A.
All right?
Yeah, let's give it an A. I'm thinking that's fair.
Cool.
All
Absolutely.
right. Bakano. That's a solid A. I
That's
love Bakano.
Solid A.
Solid A.
Yeah, Bakano's great. Yeah, it's a solid A. Like I wish it was an S, but it just lacks something that I would say it's
It lacks
like,
philosophy,
but
but,
it-
the storytelling is great.
It is great. Like the
It lacks
cinematography.
everything in
I
S
guess you
tier.
could say.
Everything in S tier has like that extra push. Like it's everything is done great, and then it has something above that. And I
Yes,
feel like
agreed.
that's I think why Great Teacher Onizuka is only an A for me as well. Like it's a great story and it does what it does amazingly, but it doesn't have that extra push to put it in S for me.
Yeah, exactly. So like S, we're counting it as something that's really above and beyond, not just amazing, but like phenomenal.
Yeah, yeah. Samurai Champloo. I think it's overrated.
I would
know
actually
you
give-
guys love it.
I think it's a B.
Bro,
Oh.
I agree.
What? I also think it's a B.
Yeah.
What?
No, I've
what? No way.
I've always said yes. I've always said that Samurai Champloo gets compared with Cowboy Bebop a lot, but I think the Bebop is considerably better.
I think they're both pretty
Um,
equivalent.
Champloo has some really cool elements, but like the ending, I thought was very unsatisfying.
Damn. Well,
It's funny how we used to argue
Um,
about this, and we would argue that it's good, and you would argue that it's bad. But meanwhile, we're all in the middle as like average.
yeah, that's so weird. I think that it's
Well,
in the same tier right now as My Hero Academia, right?
yeah,
like-
I consider B like slightly above average anime, and I think it's a good watch, but it's not amazing.
Damn. I'm very taken aback because we always argue over Samurai Champloo is one of our.
You made it sound like it was garbage, bro.
I never said it was garbage. It's a
You
great
made-
show.
You made it sound like
It's
it was
That's so
garbage.
funny. That's so funny because it's like Nux, you say it's overrated because you're thinking people are rating it an S. We're saying it's underrated because we think people are rating it like a D, and then we're actually arguing when we're all at B.
Would
Yeah.
you look at that? Well, the next is Steins Gate 0, and it shouldn't really be here because we already have the original Steins Gate and there shouldn't be sequels. But
Well-
Steins Gate 0 was not as good as the original Steins Gate, but
No,
also it
absolutely
was
not.
really good. I really, really liked it a lot. I'd say B tier. High B tier for me.
That's so funny. I was gonna be like, it wasn't that great, but I'll give it a B.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah, B's fair, but definitely didn't live up to the original.
Hell yeah.
It's not
Next.
a sequel though. I
Well,
guess
it's
it
sort
kind
of
of
a
is
sequel.
because it's not even like
It's
a
a
different.
sequel.
It's technically a different route, but it's the Okabe who sends the message. Actually, that's
Yeah.
a spoiler. I won't say anything.
Yeah, don't. Yeah.
But I want to talk about it. I love that.
Psycho Pass, bro. A tier. I love
Yeah,
it.
so Psychopaths
It's
season
deeper
1
than
might even be S
Evangelion.
tier.
Deeper than Evangelion.
Well, it is very deep. It is very deep. Season 1 might even be S, but we do have to take the other seasons into account. There's also some movies, and they're not quite as good as season 1. So yeah, A is fair.
A tier. Hell yeah. Next, Clannad After Story. B tier. Because it was good.
That to me is an S tier.
Nah,
What?
B tier, bro.
I
Get out of here.
really loved Clannad After Story. Yeah,
B.
one of my favorites.
B. Next, Hellsing
Hellsing.
Ultimate. We've
Good.
argued about this too many times, man. I'm happy it wasn't original Clannad because then we'd need to make a new D tier for original Clannad. Because it was bad.
No, I just wanna tell you guys that I love you and you're both wrong.
I love you.
Well, my
But
opinion
you're-
doesn't matter because I didn't make it through the original.
Oh hell yeah!
But I made it through a decent chunk of the original. 'Cause I tried. I tried so hard. Goes in, hyped it up so much, man.
No, it's bad. It's bad.
It wasn't
The
good.
original's garbage.
It was not good. Hellsing.
No, it isn't. It's just
Hellsing
the original is just a
Ultimate.
solid high school anime, but then Clannad After Story goes above and beyond, in my opinion.
All right, next Hellsing Ultimate. I think it's great. A tier.
A tier.
There it goes.
Amazing conversation, boys.
Yeah,
Yo,
look, there's nothing to say if we agree.
it's true.
Like it. One thing I love about Hellsing Ultimate that I don't think people understand is that it shows sanity in madness. It's like everyone is crazy in Hellsing Ultimate, and you see their way of thinking, and you start to sort of understand these guys that are all insane, and I love it. It's great.
Bro, it's the Rant Cafe. It's literally the Rant Cafe.
No, it's not,
Everyone's
bro.
crazy, but
Briggs
they have
isn't
their own
crazy. Briggs is
logic.
normal. He's grounded. He's a good boy, and I love him. You're crazy, anime. Okay, but anyway, moving on. Okay, what's this? I want to eat your pancreas or something. I think that's that. I never saw it.
NA.
NA for me as well. I hear a
Barakamon.
title like that, and I'm like, Edgelords.
Barakamon's a
Edgelord
great.
alert.
Wait.
Barakamon's a, yeah, don't put it. Why'd you put it in NA?
I'm sorry.
Barakamon's great. I'd say B tier. It's really good.
Barakuman, not Bakuman.
No, Barakamon. Bakuman is the next one. That's
Wow.
Bakuman.
Bakuman's great. I'd give Bakuman like a
A tier.
A tier to a yeah.
Yeah,
I like
no,
I
Bakuman.
like
I
to
haven't
think
seen
that
the Obama
I
one,
like
but-
to live my life thinking that everyone else in the world is crazy and I'm the only normal one. What do you think?
And then you realize that
I-
means you're like
I
you're
haven't
the
seen
crazy
the-
one. All right,
Mhm.
go ahead.
Yeah. I haven't seen the Barack Obama one, but I agree on Bakuman.
Yo, Bakuman, if you're a content creator, watch it. You will appreciate it so much.
Oh hell yeah! Bakuman is a fantastic show. Barakamon is extremely wholesome, and you have to kick. And if you look at the Hunter x Hunter that's in S tier right now, it's the 1999 one, and this is the 2011 one. So you can put this one in S tier and that one in A tier or B tier. 'Cause that doesn't-
I still give I'd watch them both actually. I give the 1999 one an A. I like how it
Alright,
did the
but-
beginning better as well actually.
I like the first episode better. I like the rest worst, and it didn't have the Chimera Ant arc, which I think
Well,
is
this wasn't adapted.
right. But you know, anyway, next Mob Psycho, S tier, S tier. I love Mob Psycho. I think Mob Psycho is an S tier anime.
I love it too, but I love it enough for A, not S.
Man, I'm torn. I'm really torn between A and S here. You know what?
Like I think it's really good, but I feel like the people who, call it like top 10 are overrating it.
I think it's a great show. I would say S tier. It's fantastic. I think that no other anime can tell an emotional story like Mob Psycho.
I'm gonna do it, boys. I'm giving it an S.
What do you mean like What? Nux, man. Watch
The
Clan
way
After
the
Story.
way it
Yeah.
delivers, Clan After Story is pretty. It's weak, bro. It's like it wants to
No, it
get
isn't.
emotion out of you by just killing a character. Like this isn't.
No.
This is in a different league.
No.
It gets emotion out of you because you
Don't-
understand a character to such a deep level and see where he's coming from. It's deeper than Evangelion.
I knew it. I fucking knew it, bro.
Next, we got
All right.
Furumeto
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Alchemist. Brotherhood.
Brotherhood.
S tier. It's amazing.
S tier.
Let's be honest, it's great. All right, moving on. Grave of the Fireflies.
Grave of the Fireflies. S tier, bro. Now that is emotion, bro.
I really
Yeah.
didn't see
Grave
that
of the
coming.
Fireflies,
You know what?
bro.
S or A?
S, bro. It's so one of the saddest movies that's ever existed. And it's so different from most Ghibli films too. It's so unique.
I've totally watched this movie.
Wait, I didn't even. Grave of the Fireflies is Ghibli? I didn't even know that.
I believe it is, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I'd say A tier.
S tier, bro.
I don't know what to do. I haven't seen it. What do I do?
Well, some guy in chat said S, so let's put it in S.
You know what? I'm gonna put it in S
Thank
for
you,
now. But I'm
Carlo.
also gonna do a poll in chat real quick.
I just put it in S. It's fine. Moving on. Moving on. Moving on.
Okay, what's next?
I don't know. You have to scroll down.
I'm kidding. Parasite.
Oh, Parasite. I love
Parasite,
Parasite.
though.
A tier. Easily
You
A
know
tier.
what?
Fantastic show.
Damn it! I'm actually considering an S here.
Whoa! I am surprised. I am pleasantly surprised, mind you, but I am surprised.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it an S. I'm also making a
either
poll
one
right
of
now.
I'd probably say A.
Yeah, A it is.
Go with Nux on this one.
All right, I'm cool with an A. I was just really in between, and when I looked at the anime and S, and I looked at the anime and A, I'm like, wow, it belongs with those anime and S for me. But I'm happy with A.
And Grave of the Fireflies poll is leaning towards A.
Okay, Spice and
Grave of
Wolf.
the Fireflies. Wait, Grave of the Fireflies goes in A.
Okay. Oh, I mean, it hasn't. The poll's
No,
not
it
over
doesn't.
yet. Spice and
Bro,
Wolf.
these people voting haven't even seen Grave of the Fireflies.
True. I respect
You
them.
even said Nux, the poll shouldn't matter, so it doesn't matter.
Well, what do we
Okay.
do? You said S. Nux
Whatever.
said
Who
A.
cares?
Well,
It's freaking anime list.
Because everyone in the poll, everyone in the chat should be forced to watch Grave of the Fireflies instead of talking shit.
It's a good movie. I have no complaints. Spice and Wolf, I think, is S tier.
Really?
I think it's A
Yeah.
tier.
I think it's S tier.
I think it's A, bro. Spice and Wolf,
it's my favorite romance anime of all time.
I thoroughly
think-
enjoyed it, but I didn't think it was like, jaw-droppingly good.
Bro, I should have made it so you could pay to vote extra votes in. People get passionate about this shit.
Well, you
I don't
can
know,
do
bro.
that.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I
Well,
like
Twitch
Alright.
monetizing everything, bro.
Yeah, Twitch is out there, man. Okay, stop
I've
moving.
done
guys.
some polls and people start
Ghost
battling.
in the Shell.
Ghost
Guys,
in the Shell.
check us out.
Twitch.tv/Rant
Ghost in the Shell.
I really like it, but it's not as fast-paced and the characters are not as relatable as I would want in an S tier.
I'd say A tier.
Yeah. I loved the Laughing Man arc. That whole thing was really cool. The individual 11 wasn't as epic, though.
Ping Pong, the animation. Great series.
A tier. Great series.
A tier.
Anime
Solid.
hasn't seen it because
That's
it's
pretty
ping pong.
I actually like Ping Pong.
Yeah, but you haven't seen it. I also like ping pong.
I have seen it. I liked ping pong, the sport too.
I also like ping pong. I'm actually pretty decent at ping pong.
Oh yeah, man, I would crush you at ping pong.
Bruh,
I don't know
I went
that,
to
but
a
I
ping
just wanna
pong
say it.
tournament against kids that were trained, and I went like 9-0 in like the like the
Goddamn.
first round, and then
Flip.
I got slapped by someone who won the entire tournament.
Wow.
Yo, you know what's funny? One of the best lines in a book I've ever read. It was in Catcher in the Rye from J.D. Salinger, and he's like walking down the street, the character, and he's like, "This guy looked at me like he just beat me at ping pong or something."
That's deeper than Evangelion, not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna argue with you there.
Right. Anyway, Kaguya-sama, overrated, but also really good. I'd say either A or B.
Wow,
Man, I dropped it. I dropped Kaguya. So I
bro, guys, we need to start doing these tier list things and brackets more often, but give people votes. Soul Slayer just said he dropped 5K to put to put Princess Mononoke in S tier. Bro,
You got a deal. If you fork over 5K right now, I will put it in
magical
S tier.
bitches, not 5K dollars. All right,
I don't
Kaguya-sama.
I don't get it. What's the appeal of Kaguya? I don't get it, man. I saw a few
dropped
episodes. I'm like, this is cute, but
Kaguya's cute. It's funny. It's a cute romance. The characters are fun. I would
yeah,
say
but
B
the
tier.
scenarios get old so fast because it's like the dynamic, like you know what it is. It's like they
You,
like
you
each other,
say
but
it
they don't
gets
want to
old
admit it.
so you say it gets old so fast, but yet you haven't seen it. Do you not see the hypocrisy in
Well,
this statement?
It got old in the first 4 episodes, man. What do you want me to say?
Oh, so then you hate it.
Like I don't hate it. I just dropped it. I didn't.
You
I put it
realized
in
it
B
wasn't
tier.
for you, and you realized it wasn't that.
Soul
great.
Slayer with 5,000 bits. Mononoke goes up. Let's do it.
I agree. I like Mononoke is
That
my
wasn't
favorite
Soul
Ghibli
Slayer.
film.
Mononoke is the other anime.
You may think that we are
Princess.
taking bribes, and to all of you that think that way, yes, in fact, we are. Absolutely.
Yo, you can't do that, man. If you can do that, then I can just bribe everything. Bro.
Absolutely.
No.
Pay me money. No, someone said pay 5,000
much
for
do-
Kaguya-sama in S. Absolutely not. I only agreed to Mononoke because I think it possibly belongs in S. Like it. I
How
was
much to
hesitant.
get Totoro on this list, bro? How much to get Totoro on this list?
$100.
I am a grown
then-
man with My Neighbor Totoro poster in my room,
Proud
and
of
I
you,
don't
bro.
regret it.
Next, Rakugo Shinju. It's really good, but I think the elitists all overrated. Everyone that I know that has seen this puts it in S tier. I would put it in A tier. A tier.
So that reminds me of Samurai Champloo too, because it's like elitists love it, but it's just good.
Violet
Yeah, I
Evergarden.
agree with-
B tier.
Oh.
B tier. I think it's not bad, but it's boring.
See,
Yeah, I'm a C on this one. bro.
What? Whoa! God damn! Yo, Noble in chat, C tier, very boring. You'll have to see it.
Yes,
Bro,
Noble
even-
agrees. Like
dude,
I
I
said,
can't
it
believe you
has
guys
really
share
nice
this opinion.
visuals.
Langert with 10,000 bits. Food Wars S tier.
Let's fucking go, baby. Food
You
Wars
know
is
what?
an S. Let's go.
Okay, fine. I'm okay with that.
I'm
I think
100.
that-
I voted S. I will. Bro,
All right, I love Food Wars.
I am against corruption. I don't.
I'm all for
support
corruption. I stand corruption.
as Duxteria should be, right?
Yeah, baby. Love to see it. Next. What is that?
Yeah, so Violet Evergarden has great visuals, but the story needs to be more interesting, man. It just needs to be. I don't get it. Why people love it so much. It's cool if you like it, but people are just like overhyping it as one of the greatest anime of the year and top 100 of all time. Like, no.
Yo, can you imagine we sit here for another hour? Every single anime is S tier.
Yo, what's it called?
Just because someone's like, I'll give you money to put fucking My Hero
Yeah.
Academia.
No,
It
no,
is
I
tier.
will stand by My Hero Academia is sitting in B. Unless
Not if someone gives you like 10K, bro.
10K, it's going to S tier. I will definitely sell out for that much.
So,
Anyway, next.
I just want to say real quick, like, there's different reasons I drop an anime. Like Kaguya-sama, I got bored of it, but I recognized it was still like pretty good. Violet Evergarden was like, I really dislike. This is not a good anime. Like, I'm like, this is bad. I'm dropping it. I don't want to watch anymore.
No, Violet Evergarden I think was good, bro.
I thought it was bad.
Fluffy
I mean,
Sugar
I
said
thought it was
that
okay.
Fluffy Sugar said they'll give 10K bits to keep My Hero in B tier.
Wow.
You love. Oh my God! You beat 10,000 Bits One Punch Man manga season 1 or S tier. Please do it. I agree. I voted for this all along. You were debating back and forth. Put One Punch Man in S tier where
I
it
am
belongs.
very okay
Bro,
with that.
you are cheapening the meaning of our already meaningless list, bro.
Dude, I am fully aware of
Bro,
what
we're-
this ranking means.
What do
And
you
it
mean?
means
This list
nothing.
is more valuable now.
Yeah,
How come
this
we're
list
not
is-
cheapening it.
You'll love to see it. God bless. Godspeed, bro.
It's like
You know how much money was put into
You're-
this list?
imagine some politicians like, bro, you sold your political position for money. It's like you cheapened it. It's like, bro, what do you mean? If anything, I opposite of cheapened it because I accepted money for it. What are you
No.
talking about?
I like to think of this list as art. And you know what makes art more expensive? If people
Money.
paid for it. That's
Yeah.
literally it. Art is only worth
Hey, guys.
more. I actually spoke to an artist that wanted to sponsor me at one point. And the artist said to me that my sponsored link can't link to their website because their website puts 2 extra zeros at the end of everything that they're selling. Just so the art galleries could think that they're worth that much and then pay that much. Okay?
Wow, nice.
I am telling you. They
Cool.
said they would need to make a separate site for me to link in my description. Because on the separate site, they can knock 2 zeros off and still make a good they still make good on their what they spent.
Wow.
That's a really interesting random anecdote, bro.
But
Quite
what
interesting.
I'm trying to say is this list is art. And if people will pay more for this list, then it makes the list worth more.
I'm just saying this is why Robespierre killed a bunch of people. Whatever. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, Robespierre is kind of underrated.
Bro, what is this? Sword Art Online?
What's that next
you
one?
would
I'm
say
kidding,
that.
it's
No.
not.
People in chat, what's this next one?
Imagine Recon's just like, guys, 100,000 bits for Sword Art Online.
And we're like, no. Oh, this is Makia. I haven't seen it. I heard of it.
I haven't seen it either.
Anyway, next. It's in NA.
It's just like, nah, fam.
Nah, fam.
Monogatari.
Monogatari. S tier. Fantastic. I love it.
Monogatari.
Oh, no,
S
bro.
tier. Fantastic. I love it.
No, you don't. You haven't seen it, but thanks, bro.
I've seen every anime.
Oh, that's true.
Monogatari, S tier, fantastic. I love it.
Yeah, you love to see it.
Well, I mean, if me and Animac can't talk about it, you decide, right?
Hey, Ludicrous Fund is in chat. Yo, I was just thinking we were moving Gintama down. Anything you want to donate to? I'm kidding.
No, man.
No, that's evil. I would never do that. That was a joke. What's the next one? It's too small.
I don't know.
People in
Brig, stop
chat.
Scrolling.
All right, let's do the Beast Boy movie first.
Beast Boy movie. You mean like the Teen Titans Beast
I think
Boy?
it's Boy and the Beast. No.
Oh, Tatami Galaxy. People in chat, they're right. It's Tatami Galaxy, the second one. I haven't seen it. Animac?
The movie or the anime? Which one are you talking about now?
Tatami Galaxy. Not the Boy and the Beast.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't ring a bell, so I probably haven't seen Tatami Galaxy.
Okay, next one's the movie. I thought it had a really good start. Honestly, I thought it was pretty good. Ending sucked balls.
So like B?
I
haven't
wish I
seen it.
really want to give it an A because of how good it was, other than the ending. But I'll give it a B.
I haven't seen it.
Fair.
Next. The Ashita no Joe, right?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Apparently, it's a classic.
I've heard great things.
I want to watch it.
I also want to watch it.
This is the greatest conversation of all time.
I haven't seen it. I have nothing to add. It's probably deeper than Evangelion, though.
Oh, without a doubt. NA.
We put it in S tier for that?
For
Okay,
5,000 bits.
No.
No,
stop it. Next. All right. No Game, No Life, Zero. The movie. I thought it was pretty good.
Why?
Why would the movie
be here but not the show?
But not the
Because
anime?
I think the movie is higher ranked than the show.
That's dumb. I like
That is
the
dumb.
ending of the movie a lot because it makes you realize
Yeah.
how it's connected to the show in a great
Yo,
way.
you want to say both? You want to just talk about how it's both?
Yeah, let's make it both.
All right, it's both. A tier. I like it a lot.
A tier. I kind of want to put it in S, but it's not an S. Fuck.
Not gonna lie, it's not as deep as Evangelion, though.
Bro.
But it's just a much better story.
This is the first anime that's in my top 10 that I realize it's not an S, but I still love it so much, and that's okay.
That's okay.
I haven't seen the movie, but the anime itself is a B at best. Not bad, but not great.
Oh, is this
All right, what is that next one?
Weathering with You is my guess.
Oh, I haven't seen Weathering with You.
I don't know if that's what it is.
Oh.
I'm not sure. That's like, bro, the image they chose. I can't even see the people. That is Weathering with You.
Yeah, it is. People in chat. I haven't seen it.
I don't think I have it yet either.
Jibun wo sekai sai.
I haven't seen it either.
Wait, Noble's in the chat. Noble, what would you rank Weathering with You? It's
And how
all
much-
on you, Noble. If you
and how
say
much
S
money
tier,
do you
it's going
have,
in NA
Noble?
though.
How much money
He
do you
says
have,
A.
Noble?
Noble says A tier. Put it in A. Because I respect our boy. Next. What is that?
Captain Harlock? Or
Oh, is that Captain Harlock? I haven't seen it. I haven't seen Captain Harlock.
Okay. Kimi no Nawa.
Space Battleship Yamato. So that is Captain
Space-
Harlock is
yeah.
the captain of it, right?
I'm gonna give Kimi no Nawa confidently an S.
S or A.
It's the best anime movie I've ever watched.
I would give it an S.
I
I think it is a great movie. I don't think it's the best anime movie I've ever watched, but it is an S.
Okay, My Neighbor Totoro.
I would put it in S. I
Bro,
would
you
put
need
it in
you need
S.
to watch Grave of the Fireflies and shut
I
your
do
mouth.
definitely think that your name is almost the best anime movie I've ever watched.
Would you say it's better than Disappearance of Haruhi?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they're pretty
I probably
equivalent.
I wouldn't say.
I think the best anime movie I've ever watched is Madoka Magica Rebellion, but I think that these are great. Also, there are a lot of great movies. Made in Abyss movie's amazing. Konosuba movie's not as good as this, but man, is that good. Yeah, that's our list. I agree with everything, especially Food Wars.
Yeah, I mean this is solid choice of anime. There are some clear anime that should be on here instead of others, but I mean,
As far as standalone anime movies, though, I think it's my favorite.
It'd be pretty cool to compile a list of like 20 anime we think we should have made this top 100.
there are a lot of movies that are anime movies that are really good, like Millennium Actress, Tokyo Godfathers, Paprika. There's a ton of like really deep, interesting ones that are
Deeper than
standalone.
Evangelion, though?
I don't know. Is it deeper than Evangelion? That is
I
a
wouldn't
good
know. I
point.
haven't seen most of those that you just mentioned. And standing above all interspecies reviewers in its own interspecies reviewers tier. It is the highest ranked anime on my anime list. So it belongs there.
It was until it was artificially manipulated
Yeah.
by the mods to not be. So
And honestly though, I think that the manipulation by the mods is even fishier than Russia's involvement in the American elections, to be honest. Something's fishy. Something doesn't add up. Don't worry, I'm not a conspiracy theorist.
no, bro.
But I do think 5G caused Corona.
Thanks, man, bro. Shut the fuck up. No, he doesn't. He doesn't think that. We don't want to get Dr. Disrespect fucked, bro. Man, what are you
Oh,
doing?
that's right. I forgot. God, that was a joke. I swear to God, I don't think that.
I mean, I don't think anyone takes you seriously at this point, so you're fine.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't want to get shungited.
Shun got it the hell over to YouTube.
Oh God.
And
I
now, my
hope this was
friends,
fun. Here's our list. Basically, everything in B tier and lower should not be in my anime list's top 100. That's the moral of the story. Have yourself a most wonderful evening. Stay weird, fam. Goodbye, Bang, Space Cowboys. Shinpaku, 100 years. 100 years. Nux and Briggs. 100 years. Animakistan. And Milks.
All right, I can't even improve on this outro. So thank you, Nux. See you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye. Bruh, the best intro and outro of all time this week. And a
Oh,
very
yeah.
long episode. That was tiring. But it was fun.
Well, I told you 100 options is gonna take a while.
It was only like 93.
Oh, because these other 7 were all Gintama.
What is happening, whammon and gentle whammon of all ages? Anime in 2020 has been nothing but a disappointment, but there is a light in the darkness, and that is the Rant Cafe Isekai light novel story written by Animac from AnimeUproar himself, voiced by yours truly and the other wonderful people I have with me today. Briggs, Mousy, Recon, and Lucy. Legends upon legends. We are up to chapter 12. The chapter is titled Conquerors. You can definitely find this on Web Novel. Just look up Rant Cafe. You'll find this isekai story. Give it a Power Stone. Rank it 5 stars. Join the nation and experience a story that Tolkien has wet dreams about. Are you ready to begin, Animag?
Yes, I can't wait. I'm excited.
Man, did I butter you up with that intro? Anyway.
You know how
12.
to get to me, bro. By
I
praising
do.
me relentlessly.
Hell yes. Chapter 12, Conquerors. No! Genojo! Shift cried out. He was suddenly very anxious, and he started backing up.
No, beautiful moth girl.
Briggo explained.
Chad Lass, how could you? Punching that angelic face is a crime. I'm very disappointed in you.
Chad Lass walked up to Briggo, her face stern. She then proceeded to smack him right across the face. Sparks flew as Briggo's head turned sideways from the force of the slap. He just stood there for a moment, silent and motionless. But then he took his head and rubbed his temples with his fingertips.
Thank you, Chad Lass. I don't know what came over me.
Chad Lass nodded. She turned to me and bowed her head in gratitude. The next thing I knew, Chad Lass dissolved into a bright golden aura. And moments later, that aura was once again absorbed by Briggo's body. Pheromones, I said as I opened Truxchan's door and rushed over to Briggo. Ganojo used some sort of pheromone-laden gas to make you obsessed with her.
What? Really? It never crossed my mind that a kink could possess such an ability.
It's a common component of an insect's mating ritual. This must have been some jacked-up virgin that works on humans. Briggo nodded.
You're right, Spirito, and I'm sorry I failed you, all of you.
It was a powerful chemical reaction, Briggo. You weren't yourself. Briggo shook his head.
I never should have let myself walk into that trap. I should have known better.
He sighed.
There you have it, Birito. Learn from my mistakes. An enemy kink user is extremely dangerous if you don't have prior knowledge of the kink's abilities.
Is everyone all right?
Blair asked. She had picked up Sophia from the ground and carried her over to us. Sophia was conscious now, but it was clear that she was still injured.
Yes, we're fine.
Briggo said.
How about you? Sophia, are you hurt?
He walked up to Blair and helped her with Sophia.
I'll be fine.
Sophia said and forced a smile.
I just need some rest and a couple of my potions.
Birito,
Blair said.
what was that back there?
What?
When that tall guy was about to slap you, didn't you see what happened?
Well, no. I had my eyes closed, but I think I punched him in the nuts. Blair shook her head.
No, Birito. You didn't even touch him. Just as he was about to hit you, I saw a bright green aura swirl around you.
What? What are you talking about, Blair?
I'm being serious.
Blair said, and her face certainly looked serious.
A green aura appeared around you, and just for an instant, something seemed to emerge out of that aura, and it punched that guy right on the chin. Then the aura disappeared, like it was never there. Meow.
No way, I said. Does this mean?
Yes, Birito!
Briggo shouted.
Your kink is awakening.
Wow, I didn't even feel anything. A million thoughts were racing through my mind. Could it be true? Was I really about to unlock a kink power? These powers were so cool. Kakui! And just thinking about all the things I could do with a kink made me giddy. The possibilities were endless, but at the same time, this just seemed too good to be true. I mean, I didn't even actually see or feel anything myself. And part of me refused to even accept that this was even possible. But my excitement was interrupted by a commotion further up the platform. Several of the officers who had been electrocuted by Terra earlier are now back on their feet, and they've managed to corner Shift near the middle of the platform. Back off, Shift screamed. I mean it. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a glowing red ball. Whoa, one of the officers shouted. He's got a hell egg. Back up! Another officer exclaimed. And suddenly the officers were moving away from Shift instead of advancing on him.
What's going on? I asked. Briggo's face was grave.
A hell egg? It's a magic-infused bomb? That thing can blow us out of the sky, dragon and all. Mousy.
Truck-chan.
I'm sorry. Really?
Truck-chan asked.
But it's so small.
Truck-chan was right. The hell egg was no bigger than a tennis ball, but judging by everyone's reaction, this bomb had a lot of destructive potential.
That weapon is illegal.
Briggo explained.
And it is also extremely rare. It's not something that a petty criminal would be able to acquire.
That's right. Keep backing away, Shift said, waving the bomb in the air. One wrong move, and I'll blow us all to bits. Got it? Nervous screams rang out across the platform as all the passengers did their best to get as far away from Shift as possible. The officers formed a wide circle around Shift in an attempt to protect the passengers, but judging from everyone's reactions, if this bomb were to go off, no one would be safe. Terra, come on! Shift said. The female criminal was slowly getting back to her feet. She was still reeling from the kick to her face that she received from Blair.
God damn it.
Terra said in a nasal tone.
I'm coming.
Let her through! Shift screamed at the officers, and they complied. Terra slowly stumbled over to where Shift was standing.
Where's the hostage?
She asked Shift. I don't know! It's too late now! We gotta get out of here now!
And the other guy, Davy?
He's just a henchman, who cares? Without the lifeboat, it's just us. Ginojo can't carry more than 2, especially in her current condition.
Damn it.
Terra spat.
Just our luck. A tier 3 kink user and a bunch of catgirl soldiers had to be here on this nuxing train and this nuxing time.
I do like that curse word, by the way, Animac.
Thank you.
Blair,
Sophia whispered as Terra and Shift continued their conversation.
if you get my bow, maybe I can shoot the hell egg out of his hand.
But Blair shook her head.
You're not fully recovered. We can't risk it.
Ginojo! Shift cried. Get up and come over here right now! Ginojo was still sprawled out on the ground, but she was trying to stand up.
I agree with Blair.
Briggo said quietly.
I thought about using Chad last to knock the bomb out of his hand, but the risk is too great. The Hell Egg is infused with powerful and highly concentrated magic. Even the slightest jolt could set it off. With this many innocent people on board, we simply can't take that chance.
The officers were forced to allow Ginojo to pass through their perimeter, and she wobbled over to where Terra and Shift were standing. Hey! Shift called out, shaking the bomb into the air again. You stood in our way this time, but mark my words! This isn't over! The Demon Lord is coming! And with him comes the Age of Chaos! In that next moment, Ginojo grabbed Shift under one arm and Terra under the other. She walked up to the railing, spread out her moth-like wings, and jumped overboard. The officers ran over to the railing, and so did the rest of us. We looked down and saw Ginojo using her wings to steer through the wind as she descended slowly and carefully. Her descent was shaky, but it looked like she was going to make it. The land below was flat, farms and fields as far as the eye can see. We soon lost sight of them as the dragon train continued its flight path. Briggo sighed.
I can't believe it. We let them get away.
Not all of them, I said, and pointed back to the platform. There, several officers had grabbed the still unconscious Davy and placed him in handcuffs before carrying him on into one of the train cars.
Oh, you're right, Burrito.
Briggo said.
Hopefully they can get some useful information out of him. Any criminal group with access to Hell Egg is a major threat to the public.
Hello there, someone said. We turned and saw the hostage, an elderly gentleman known as Lou D. Crisfund. He walked up to us and bowed. Thank you so much for your help. If you weren't here, God knows what would have happened to me. I signaled for Truck-chan to be quiet as the elderly gentleman approached each of us and thanked us individually.
Don't mention it.
Briggo said.
I wish I could have done more, but the rest of my friends here did a great job.
Say hello to Briggo, Lou said. It is an honor to finally meet you. I know who you are, of course. Again, thank you for everything, all of you. We nodded and smiled as one of the officers escorted the elderly man back to the train cars. On behalf of the Dragon Train crew, I would
hold
like
on,
to thank
hold
you
on.
for your
Briggo.
assistance.
Sorry, Nux. This is actually Mousy doing a second voice.
How was I? I'm sorry.
No, you couldn't. You didn't know. It's okay.
Although, to be fair, that's exactly what Mousy sounds like.
Oh, is that supposed to be me?
Yeah.
Put, like
The deep
something
voice
that-
is great. So I say, on behalf of the Dragon Train crew, I would like to thank you for your assistance.
Huh?
Briggo.
Who said that?
Briggo asked. He turned around but didn't seem to see anyone, so he turned back.
Okay, the narrator doesn't sound like that, Nux.
When Briggo talks, he does.
Okay.
It was me, sir, right here.
We turned and looked down. An extremely short person with a feminine voice was standing before us.
Oh, shit. My name is Malta Gatari, and I am the assistant conductor of this dragon train.
She was dressed in a dark blue uniform, and she had a pair of curved horns growing out of her head. The blue cap that she was wearing had holes cut into each of them in order to accommodate the horns. That's why I paused.
Briggo laughed.
That's a good one. Cha ha ha, young lady. But children can't be train conductors.
Malta cleared her throat.
Pardon me, but I'm not a child. I am 23 years old, and I happen to be the first female assistant conductor on this particular route.
Briggo looked at me doubtfully, and I just shrugged.
Are you really an adult?
Yes.
Yes, I really am. I have boobies.
But you're so small and adorable. I just want to give you a head pat.
Briggo paused.
Seriously, can I pat your head?
No. Wait. It's not like I don't like head pats. It's just that I'm on duty and.
Are you sure?
Malta's face turned red, and the result was adorable.
Yes, definitely, sure, maybe.
She cleared her throat again.
Anyway, as I was saying, thank you for your assistance. The criminals got the jump on our officers inside the train, and then they took the hostage and neutralized the rest of our security team. If it weren't for you, we would have lost a lot of a valued passenger.
Oh, just doing our duty as men and women of honor.
Briggo said.
And trucks!
Truck-chan added. Briggo nodded.
Yes, and trucks. Wait.
Pardon me?
Malta said.
Oh, nothing.
Briggo replied.
Let us know if you. Oh, why am I talking like that? Goddamn. Let us know if you need anything else, conductor lady.
Malta bowed.
Please enjoy the rest of your ride. We'll be landing within the hour.
As she turned around and walked away, it was clear that she was blushing. The rest of the flight was largely uneventful compared to what came before. There were a few strong gusts of wind, so we secured Truck-chan to the platform again. But then we just took in the majestic scenery. After some time, the platform tilted to the left, and as the dragon began its descent, and as we approached the capital of Animakistan, I saw something curious down below on the ground. Down on the ground below. Hey, Briggo, what's that? I asked. It looks like a map of our own world, and it seems to be painted on the ground.
That's Conquerors.
What?
Conquerors is the national sport of Animakistan. It's like a giant version of that board game from our world called Risk. But instead of military figurines and dice, they use teams of real kink users and other powerful magicians. The teams compete for dominance over the map. It's a pretty big deal over here.
Briggo was right. On closer inspection, I could see larger spectator stands surrounding the entire map. Each continent was painted a different color and divided into separate territories, but the blue areas of the map were actually not paint. They were real bodies of water. That's fascinating. How does it work?
Oh, I'll explain later.
Briggo said.
We're about to land.
We were approaching a mountain that was equipped with a landing platform for the dragon train, just like the one from which we have departed. Out in the distance, I could see a vast valley, and within that valley, a sprawling medieval metropolis. This was Slavograd.
Yes.
Next chapter 13, the Slavic Adonis.
Can I just point out that Briggo is pretty much like the Zoro of the series. He has to be injured or taken out of the fight. That way the protagonist has a chance to shine.
Yeah, exactly. What a
Yeah.
monster.
Yeah. Also, he clearly likes moth girls. He's
Just saying, that can I pat your head bit? Gold.
Thank you. The other thing is, I definitely didn't have Briggo say, "Oh, I'll explain later," because I still haven't figured out the game and how it works. Guys.
That makes sense. Yeah, that sounds kind of like Oda.
Malta. I thought it was Malti from fucking Shield Hero.
No, Malta Gatari.
No, as soon as Mousy said Mal, I thought it was like she's gonna say the Y at the end. I'm like, she said A. I'm like, oh.
By the way,
God,
okay.
it's not Mal.
Recon. So in this next chapter, you can be Kenzen Mirai. That is a character, and then our boy Dingle will come. He comes back in the next chapter, so you'll be for him.
Oh yes, baby! Stop my Dingle bullshit.
Hell yeah.
I love you
Although,
guys.
it was good. That was good. All right. Anywho, moving on. I hope we meet Dragon Lolly again. But anywho, moving on. The Slavic Adanis. The dragon began to fly. Oh, and by the way, I have to say, the voice acting for whatever the hell that guy's name was that got carried away by Kanojo, absolute legendary.
No, I love how he started off sounding like a Texan, but then he ended up sounding like Arnold. I love it.
You're welcome. It was
only
hard
on
to
the
keep
Rant
track.
Cafe, bro.
It was hard to keep track of who had which voice. I had to kind of mix all of them
I
together.
know, only on
And
the Rant Cafe.
The
ladies
de
and gentlemen.
facto mixed voice just became Arnold.
Bro, I love the fact that like Nux is a swear word.
Hell yeah.
What the Nux is
Yeah,
going on here?
it's explained in this chapter, so go ahead.
The Slavic Adonis. The dragon began to flap its giant wings more intensely as it prepared for landing. We felt a sudden reduction in speed, combined with a slight increase in turbulence, as the dragon touched down on the mountaintop platform. Then the dragon settled, lowering its body into a lying position. We had arrived. The temporary gangways were lowered. As the passengers began to leave the train and enter the Slavograd Dragon train station.
Prepared to leave.
Prepare to leave the train and enter the Slavograd Dragon station. Anywho, however, the security officers held everyone back until the captured criminal Davy was escorted off the train. Davy was pulled out of the train car by two guards and forced to walk across the platform. Over at the station, at least a dozen security officers had gathered, and they were all wearing red uniforms with white stripes along the sides. As I looked in the direction of the officers, I saw him again. The man who looked like Todd was already at the station, and he was casually making his way around the officers. Hey, Briggo, I said. Look, that's him.
What?
Todd, he's right there behind those guards. Briggo looked, but it was too late for him to see the man's face. All Briggo would have seen by then was the back of the man's head as he disappeared amid a sea of people. How did he get off, I asked. They haven't let anyone off the train yet. Briggo shrugged, and it was clear that he was more interested in Davy than the Todd lookalike. Davy was resisting the officers who were escorting him, and he was shouting insults at them as they forced him over the gangway. Nux you! Nux you all! You nuxing fascists! You can't stop us! Chaos is coming, slappers! Slap like, no, for chaos. Yeah, Nux you too, pal, one of the officers said as he pushed Davy forward. Moments later, the officers from the station grabbed hold of Davy. Hey, Briggo, what's that thing you were saying? Fucks you?
Nope.
Briggo answered.
Nux you here in Animakistan. The F word was officially replaced with the word Nux. Comparing someone to Nuxanor is the single greatest insult here, so you'll hear it a lot.
Ah, I see. Animak and Nuxanor must really hate each other. Davy was whisked away by the guards, and soon the station was back to normal, with all the passengers going about their business like nothing had happened. The passengers were finally invited to disembark, and we were given the honor of getting off the train first. The passengers cheered and clapped as Truck-chan drove over the gangway into the station itself. I was inside the cabin and pretending to drive, while Briggo, Blair, and Sophia rode on the roof. I couldn't help but smile and wave to the grateful crowd as we left the dragon train behind us. It was only then that the reality of the situation dawned on me. I had just survived the trip aboard a giant flying dragon that included a fight against magic criminals 10,000 feet above ground. And with more, I didn't just hide out in a corner until the battle was over. I actually risked my life taking part in the battle. I was no longer the same guy who came into this world just a few days ago. God
damn! Things were changing quickly, and I was changing with them. As we left the station and started down the mountain, we were flagged down by another uniformed officer. He was a young man with dark eyes, curly hair. He had a thin, carved mustache that gave him a slightly comical appearance. He had been waiting for us on the side of the road in his own horseless carriage. The man identified himself as Kenzen Mirai, and he claimed to be of the patrons of Twigoslavia, representative whom Justin and Barry told us about. Kenzen Mirai, I said, are you Japanese?
Well, no.
The man answered.
Before I got isekai'd here, my name was Greg, but that wasn't a very cool name, so I picked something that sounded cooler. That's how I got Kenzen Mirai.
Oh, I see. Let me guess. You like anime.
Oh, yes, indeed.
He said.
Without anime, I never would have gotten the chance to come to this world. That's where I got the idea to find a truck on the street and...
Oh, God, I cried. Are you one of them? Oh, God damn it. No. The man who called himself Kenzen was confused.
Huh? One of what?
In the back of my mind, I always knew that I might one day come across a sweaty otaku in this fantasy world, but even so, this revelation left me speechless. I didn't know what to say to this man whose name was Greg, not Kenzen Mirai. All I could think of was this poor truck driver who got probably traumatized for life by this guy's sick desire to get isekai'd.
Hey, Kenzen.
Briggo jumped in.
No offense, but we need to see Animac as soon as possible. Maybe you can talk about anime some other time?
Oh, yes, of course.
Greg said and nodded.
My apologies, gentlemen. Please follow me, and I'll take you directly to the palace.
He jumped into his carriage and hurried down the mountain, and Truck-chan followed. Eventually, the rocky terrain unfolded into the long and luscious valley. At first, we saw a patchwork of farms and forests, which were full of life and color. But then in the distance, we could see the looming majesty of Slavograd. Even from afar, it was clear that this big and prosperous city with impressive buildings and sprawling top population. I wonder who wrote this description. As we got closer, I noticed that many of the buildings were white with colorful rooftops, and nearly every building beamed with ornate designs.
Wow.
Truck-chan whispered as we approached the gates of the city. The gate itself looked a lot like l'Arc de Triomphe in Paris. Although, there was one clear difference. I've never been to France, and I have only seen pictures of the Arc de Triomphe many times in pictures and TV, and I was certain that the Arc in Paris didn't feature a large statue of Animac at the very top. The stone figure of Animac looked out proudly over the countryside as 6 statues of curvy, voluptuous women, 3 to his left and 3 to his right, looked up at him with admiration and reverence. As we emerged from beneath the Arc, the marvels of the city came in full view. Slavograd was bursting with life, with many carriages rattling along across the busy roads. Some drawn by horses, other completely horseless. The streets were brimming with people, shops, and markets were on every corner. As the air rang out with the sounds of people talking and haggling and laughing, I could smell the exotic spices from the outdoor markets, and I could feel the energy of the city all around me. For the first time since I arrived in this world, I was reminded of the lively atmosphere of a modern city like Tokyo. But this city was something different. Something in between a medieval capital and a modern metropolis. The architecture of the many intricate buildings across the city was an interesting combination of Eastern and Western European styles. Baroque meets Gothic with a heavy dose of Byzantine. The closest thing I could compare it to was the architecture of Imperial Russia, although I was by no means an expert in the subject. Meanwhile, this guy just drives for Spamazon, and he's like, you know, he's just cultured enough in architecture to compliment Animac. I respect that. I based my assessment on the documentaries I'd seen and the images I'd found online and in books back when I'd taken some courses on European history in university.
Oh shit, he explains it. He explains it in the next line.
Yeah, he just took enough courses of European history in university to explain the majesty of Slavograd. That's what I said.
Exactly.
Yeah. The sun was already setting as we drove through the city. Up ahead, we could see a magnificent palace rising above the rest of the buildings. The walls of the palace were white, and they were decorated with detailed patterns of red and blue. The rooftops of the shining towers and turrets of the palace were a bright shade of red, and large flags of Animakistan soared proudly atop every summit. And beyond the palace, I saw something strange. There was a gigantic wall there, a wall nearly as tall as the palace itself.
This wall seemed to stretch throughout the entire valley, and I wondered what its purpose was. What was on the other side? A river divided the palace from the rest of the city, and we had to cross a long golden bridge before we arrived at the palace gates. As soon as we reached the entrance, we were stopped by guards in distinct uniforms. The palace guards had 3 vertical lines that ran along the sides of the uniforms like all the other officers, but the color of the uniforms were royal blue, not red. The caps on their heads were larger and more intricate, and they wore long red cloaks over their uniforms. The guards spoke to Greg first. You called him Greg, not Diaz Irai or whatever his name was.
Kenzen Mirai, but no, this is Birito narrating, remember?
Disgusting. And then they approached Truck-chan and asked for all of our documents. I didn't have any documents, so Briggo vouched for me and told the guards that I was a close personal friend. After some back and forth between the guards, one of them signaled for the gates to be opened. He waved us through, and we drove across the long boulevard that led up to the palace. Lush gardens appeared on either side of us, dozens of ornate statues and water fountains surrounding by beautiful flowers and trees. It was almost dusk by the time we reached the palace, and bright orbs of light suddenly came to life all around us. This was not electric lighting. It was some type of magic. Wow. Sorry, that was you. Truck-chan said quietly.
This place is beautiful and so romantic, Lou.
Why didn't you say it's boo-wootiful? I think that would have been... Anyway, yeah, I said. I didn't even bother to complain about the oh-woo. This really was an incredible place, unlike anything I had ever seen before. Written by anime. Greg, let us into one of the garages so that we can park Truck-chan. Hey, I said to Greg once we entered the garage. What's the deal with that giant wall?
Well, what do you think? It protects us from the Titans.
Greg exclaimed and laughed out loud. Na 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 Jaeger.
Correct.
I got it.
I didn't even know that.
I got it, bro. I got you.
Okay.
Hilarious.
How to do it?
You're clearly haven't embodied the Greg within yourself, Recon. Do better.
Okay.
Hilarious, I replied. Freaking otaku. On the other side of that's Briggo.
On the other side of the wall is Nuxteria.
Briggo said.
They built the wall after the great incident.
Briggo then asked Greg to bring us some women's clothes quickly. Greg was confused, but he obliged, and he ran off to find what we asked for. As we waited, Briggo and the cat girls unloaded all their baggage from the roof, and I stepped out of the vehicle. I had no idea what would happen if Truck-chan transformed while I was inside her. And I didn't want to find out because Mousie's getting too horny. For all I knew, it could kill us both.
It's gonna happen soon.
Truck-chan said.
I can feel it.
I can't believe you didn't say it's coming, Animac. That's disappointing. Okay, I said. Okay, well, Truck-chan, if you have to transform, you have to transform. We'll all look away. Briggo nodded.
You could go over there in the corner.
He pointed to the section of the garage where the light was dimmer.
Oh, put me in a corner. Okay.
Truck-chan said as we heard her rolling forward and the rest of us looked away. Then suddenly we felt a warm breeze.
It happened.
Truck-chan said.
I'll just wait over here.
Moments later, Greg returned with the clothes.
Here you are.
He said to Briggo and handed him several folded articles of clothing, including shoes.
It's all I could find on such short notice. I couldn't find underwear either. I'm sure you'll be able to find whatever you need once you get into the palace proper.
Thank you, Kenzen.
Briggo said.
We appreciate it.
My pleasure, Sir Lancelot or Briggo. I'll stay in the capital for as long as you need me. And if anything comes with the patrons, I'll get a message to you right away. Patrons. I'll get a message right away.
Nice.
Perfect. Thanks again.
Yeah, thanks, Greg, I said as the otaku bowed and took his leave. Briggo then handed the clothes to me, and I made my way to the section of the garage where the naked Truck-chan was hiding. I held the clothes out there without looking, and seconds later, she emerged from the shadows.
All done!
She proclaimed triumphantly as we turned to look at her. Along with her usual Spamazon hat, she was wearing a red tracksuit with those same white lines along the sides. The double-headed white dragon, the symbol of Animakistan, was embroidered on the left side of her chest.
Oh, you look great, Truck-chan.
Briggo said.
Oh, you think so, Sir Briggo? It feels so comfy. I love it.
I'm I'm sure it does.
Oh, thank you there, Kirito. I'm sure it does, Truck Sean, especially since you're going commando.
Ooh, what does that mean?
Oh, nothing, my dear. Let's go, everybody. They're expecting us upstairs.
We followed Briggo to the stairs and onto the main floor of the palace. 2 guards met us there and escorted us through a long, shiny corridor full of priceless art pieces and lavish decorations. We saw a lot of strange things as we walked. Flames that appeared to have human eyes, books flying through the air on the road, and a magical painting that seemed to be alive. It was essentially Hogwarts without the copyright. It was all quite shocking and unbelievable for Truck-chan, the Catwoman, and myself, but Briggo didn't seem surprised at all. He was clearly familiar with this palace. Eventually, the long corridor gave way to a great hall. There's even a great hall in Hong. The massive open space beamed with magical lights and swarming with people. There was strong scent in the air of many expensive perfumes were fighting for supremacy in our noses. That was actually really well put, Anime. Good sentence. I like it. As we entered, the people dropped their conversations and looked at us. They quickly moved aside to let us pass through. The center of the room, I was confused. To the center of the room. I was confused, and so were Truck-chan and the Catwoman. We didn't know whether to stop and say hello to all these staring faces or whether to just keep walking. Since Briggo kept going and he wasn't acknowledging anyone, we simply followed his lead. At the very end of the great hall stood a wide marble staircase. The staircase was so long that we couldn't see where it led to, but 4 men dressed in fancy purple robes were standing at the bottom of the stair, and they looked like they were waiting for us. As we came upon the men in purple, Briggo finally stopped walking, and the rest of us followed suit. The guards who escorted us here bowed and stepped aside. Then one of the men in robes came forward towards us and smiled. Greetings, Lodi, Briggo, and friends. I am Sir Jojo, the man of culture, and it is my honor to welcome you to Slava Ground. That's my Jojo impression.
Okay.
The 4 men in robes bowed, and then everyone else in the great hall bowed to us as well. It was a strange feeling. We didn't know what to do, so we just bowed as well.
Oh, thank you, Sir Jojo. Is Animac expecting us?
Yes, of course. We received a telegram from the border as soon as you entered our country. Please excuse me for a moment, Jojo said, and cleared his throat. Ladies and gentlemen, he called out, loud enough for everyone inside the great hall to hear. We are honored by this day by the presence of Sir Lodi Briggo, one of the founders of Drigoslavia, and a personal friend of His Excellency Emperor Anima. The crowd clapped loudly. Thanks, crowd. Their applause echoed throughout the hall. Yeah! Then there was that one weird guy in the corner that was just whistling like crazy. You know how it is. Mm-hmm. Thanks. Now it is my honor and my privilege to introduce His Imperial Highness Emperor Animac the Slavic, known as the Father of Dragons, the Lover of Mothers. Suddenly, trumpets blared from somewhere above us as everyone inside the hall dropped down to one knee and bowed their heads in the direction of the staircase. The girls and I didn't know what else to do, so we also got down on one knee and bowed. The only one in the room who was still standing was Briggo. We heard footsteps descending the great marble staircase for 20 minutes, and moments later we saw him. Emperor Animac.
Oh, hail Animac!
Well put. Well put.
Chapter 14, The Looming Threat.
By the way, just so for voices, Lucy, you can be Ludo in this one. He'll show up later. And Lubo, yes.
All right, cool.
My completely non-Freudian slip. And then also we have Dingle coming back, so that'll be our boy,
The legend.
the real life Dingle, Anime Recon.
All right. The looming threat. I have to say, I'm happy Jojo didn't make it. I mean, it's kind of, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if we should play the Code Geass OST as this next scene is happening. But if you want to,
Animac walks down the stairs.
yeah, feel free to play it in the background as you listen to this.
All right. The looming threat. At first, a parade of beautiful women descended the stairs. They walked out in pairs, like some sort of fantasy world of the Miss Universe competition. Each woman wore a flowing dress full of vivid patterns and colors, and many of them had unique physical features. There were women with long elven ears, women with bunny ears, women with horns, and women that were horny. and even a blue-skinned woman with shining white hair. All of them smiled as they strolled down the staircase, and all of them looked like they were in their 50s. I could literally feel my jaw
That is
drop.
not in the story. That is not in the story.
Damn it. I tried to get away with that one. I could literally feel my jaw drop at the sight of their magnificent curves. Perhaps I really did die, and this is exactly what heaven looked like. The women came to stop at the bottom of the stairs, and they stepped aside to make room for their emperor. They turned their attention to the top of the staircase, and the sound of Animac's heavy footsteps echoed throughout the hall. Animac was a tall man with long flowing hair that fell past his shoulders. He had a strong beard that was neatly trimmed and piercing blue eyes that exuded power. He wore imperial robes of red and gold. And although the color scheme resembled the offices of the Animakistani officers, this royal outfit was far more ornate and imposing. On his head, Animac wore a jewel-encrusted crown, which bore the two-headed dragon symbol at the very top, and a long azure cape rested over his broad shoulders. The cape dragged on the ground behind him as he walked. As soon as he reached the bottom of the stairs, the entire hall began to chant!
All hail Animac!
All hail Animac! All hail
God,
Animac!
that's the gayest hailing chanting I've ever heard. All hail Animac!
All hail Animac! All hail Animac!
All right, guys, that's pretty weak. Anyway, moving on. Animac didn't deserve you. As I knelt, I began chanting the words as well, and so the Truck-chan and the Catwoman. Animac smiled and raised his right hand in an instant. All noise inside the great hall subsided.
My
Oh,
friend.
right, I forgot you voiced him. Damn it.
Yeah. My friends.
The Emperor asked.
Thank you for this incredible greeting. You shouldn't have, really.
Actually, Your Highness, Sir Jojo said, still bowing, you told me to ensure that everyone is bowing and chanting your name upon your arrival. You were very specific about this. Animac laughed.
Nonsense. Don't be silly, Jojo.
Go stand in the corner. Okay, fine. That would be funny, though. Come on. He looked across the room.
Please, friends, stand. Rise to your feet so I can see you and talk to you freely as my honored guests.
Everyone stood up, including me and the girls.
Oh,
Animac exclaimed.
it's my old friend, Lord D. Briggo. I heard you were coming, but I had to see it to believe it.
The Emperor stepped forward and embraced Briggo.
Good to see you too, my friend.
Briggo said,
Jojo!
Animac screamed and turned to the man in purple robes. Jojo had a boyish face and wavy dark hair, and despite his high rank, he looked as though he was still a teenager. Yes, Your Highness.
How could you treat Briggo this way? You asked him to bow to me when you know that we're old friends.
Jojo looked at Animac, then at Briggo, then at Animac again. But Your Highness, you specifically told me to ensure that everyone bows and chants your name. No exception.
Nonsense.
Animac said and laughed again.
Oh, Jojo, your silly antics will be the end of me. Has anyone ever told you that you talk too much?
Bye, Jojo.
Send him to the Senpai dungeon.
Jojo lowered his head and rolled his eyes. Yes, Your Highness. Once or twice.
Briggo, my friend.
Animac exclaimed as if to change the subject.
How have you been? And what brings you to Slavograd?
I am well, but we have a problem. The demon lord Havoc has gathered a massive army to in the north, and his hordes are consuming every kingdom in sight. It won't be long before they reach the Twigoslavia Peninsula. We can't stop him unless we all set our differences aside and unite under a single banner.
Animac nodded.
I received some intel on this demon lord, but he doesn't scare me. The army of Animakistan is the strongest fighting force south of Lake Mousy. My men of culture alone can defeat an entire army.
Animac,
Briggo said sternly.
all the information I have indicates that the size of the Demon Lord's army is unprecedented. It won't be long before they reach Lake Mousy, and after that, they'll head right for us. The best place to make our stand is at the ancient tower, and the Chad Lad pirates are already there, fortifying our positions as much as possible. But they can't do this alone. We need your army, and we also need the Nuxturians.
As Briggo uttered the last word, Animac burst into raucous laughter.
Nuxturians? Those devil grass smoking circus clowns?
But Briggo shook his head.
Animac, my friend, how long have we known each other? Do you really think that I would come all this way if I wasn't fully convinced of everything that I am telling you? The threat is real, and it is greater than anything we have seen before.
As this conversation continued, everyone inside the Great Hall was completely silent. They all stood perfectly still, almost in awe of the two men who were speaking. Even the voluptuous women who had descended the staircase along with Animac had their padding fall out of their bras. They were practically caressing the Emperor with their eyes, and I couldn't help but admire their beauty.
There were no padding lines, no padding the script, no padding the script.
There should be.
Thank you, Lucy.
What are you looking at, Birito-kun?
Truck-chan whispered in my ear, what? Animac's crown.
Oh, really? Because you seem very interested in those skanky sluts over there.
What? No, it's just that tall woman. She has blue skin. Isn't that crazy? Truck-chan pursed her lips.
Her skin is the only thing you're interested in, Birito-kun?
I nodded. Yes, of course. I'm just never blue skin. What? I've never seen that before. That's all.
Oh, I see. So you're definitely not interested in those huge blue boobs?
I call them bloobs. Thank you. Anyway, shh, I said, trying to keep Truck-chan from getting us both in trouble. Animac was speaking again.
Yes, you're right, Briggo. We've known each other for a long time, and I trust you completely.
He turned to one of his men in purple robes.
Sir Mudon, please give the order to mobilize the entire Imperial Army. We'll send our best men to reinforce the Chadlad pirates at the ancient tower.
Sir Mudon was a tall, blue-eyed man with cringy blonde highlights in his hair. Yes, Your Highness. I can't do a good mood. Hold on. I need to think of what his voice sounds like. I didn't
Didn't you just
expect
invite
him.
Is Mudan also busy?
This is his only line, so I'll invite him when he has more lines.
Oh.
Yes, Your Highness. I don't know. I can't do a good mood on what they're saying. He then said and bowed, then quickly made his exit. Truck-chan muttered something to herself, and she unzipped the top of her tracksuit all the way to the belly button. This revealed her enormous cleavage. What are you doing? I whispered.
They're not blue, but I have boobs too, Birito-kun.
Not long after Truck-chan unzipped herself, Animac's eyes landed right on us.
Oh my!
He said,
Briggo, who are these lovely ladies?
These are my comrades. I couldn't have gotten here so quickly without them. This is Truck-chan, that's Blair, and next to her is Sophia. And the young man's name is Birito. He's currently undergoing his Chad formation.
Wonderful!
Wunderbar! Sorry, continue. Animac exclaimed.
Welcome, all of you. Any friend of Briggo's is a friend of mine, and that goes double for his attractive female friends.
We all smiled and bowed politely. This creepy old bitch was looking us up and down and like, okay, that's not in this. Animac walked up to Truck-chan and placed his hand on her shoulder.
You must be tired from all that traveling, aren't you?
Yeah, and I'm really hungry too.
What? A beautiful woman is hungry in my palace? I can't let that stand.
Animac turned to another one of his men in purple robes.
Sir Johnny!
Yes, Highness!
Please have our dinner served in my personal quarters. I want to spend a private evening with Briggo and my new friends.
Sir Johnny wore glasses and his spiky blue hair. Yet as soon as he received Animac's order, he bowed and rushed up the giant marble staircase. Animac smiled.
Follow me.
He said to us and started up the stairs, his blue cape swirling as he turned. Yo, Animac, can we, in future chapters, add more, like, explanations that you could tell that he swirled extra to get he turned extra times to get the cloak to swirl more? Like, can you,
Oh, I guess that's my line now.
Anyway.
Yeah, so these are just random guards, but I get what you're saying, Nux.
Yeah. It's a funny few extra adjectives to point out his pompousness. That'd be great.
Pompous? Fuck you!
Nux you
Or
too!
should I say Nux you?
I gotcha.
You mother Nuxer. Okay, let's go.
No, that's you, bro.
All right, getting ready. Ha Your Highness.
Wait,
No,
hold.
no. This is
No,
a random guard.
this is a
This
guard.
random guard.
Your Highness.
Your Highness, someone called out from the other two in the end of the hall. We turned and saw.
Oh, that's then right again, my bad. Someone called out from the other end of the hall. We turned and saw two palace guards walking quickly towards us. One of the guards was walking alongside a very short man, and the other was actually carrying an equally short man over his shoulder.
Goddamn Springo Elves.
Briggo muttered, and his face darkened. Briggo was right. Both of these short men were dressed in green clothes, and they wore pointy green hats.
Speak!
Animax said after much preparation, as the guards reached the staircase and bowed. These two here goddamn springalills were trying to enter the palace grounds, one of the guards said. Well, whoop-dee-doo, this one was trying to enter, the other guard said, pointing to the elf who was walking on his own. He claims to have a message for your highness. This particular elf looked young and friendly, and his clothes were neat and clean. He smiled politely and bowed. But this other one, the guard continued as he lowered the second elf on the ground, we found him passed out drunk near the palace gates. As he rolled over on the ground, the second elf mumbled something to himself and burped loudly. Once I saw his face, I recognized him right away. The drunk, half-conscious elf was Dingle, and Max sighed.
Ugh, drunk on the job and defiling the Imperial Palace. What should we do with them, Briggo? Public execution?
I don't see why not.
Briggo muttered.
That's me.
Oh, yeah,
That's Lucy.
me. Okay.
Excuse me, Your
That's-
Highness.
The elf
Yeah,
who
that's
was still...
Lucy.
Lucy
that's-
said it.
That's
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
The elf who was...
Oh wait,
God,
what? Sorry.
break it down. The elf was still on his feet, said...
But I'm not drunk.
Oh
I
god,
need to deliver a
Recon.
message from the Kingdom of Tech.
Oh god,
The king of tech.
Kingdom of Tech.
Sure you are.
Adam Max said...
Take them to the dungeons.
Wait! Here it is.
The elf pulled an envelope from the pouch around his waist.
A letter from Lord Crawford himself.
Adam Max raised an eyebrow.
The Tech King sent this letter?
Yes, Your Highness.
Animac walked up to the elf, took the envelope and ripped it open, read the letter to himself while the rest of us watched. When he finished, Animac folded the letter and handed it to Sir Jojo. My phone is about to die.
What's your name?
He asked the elf.
Lubo, Your Highness.
Lube?
No, Lubo with an O.
Well, Lube, I appreciate your hard work. Guards, we'll put him up in the guest quarters for the next few days. He appears to be the only competent Springle Elf in history, so we better take advantage.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Lubo said.
Okay,
All right,
this is
Rico,
my
here.
line now, finally.
Dingle mumbled.
Same old goody two-shoes. Lubo, you're an embarrassment to the Springle Elves, you hear?
Burp.
I got a letter too. A letter from Lord Nintwigglefor.
Shut up.
Briggo exclaimed. Animac nodded.
The one on the ground, take him to the dungeons. Make him sober up there. As for Lube, please join us for dinner. You came here directly after leaving Tech.
Yes, Your Highness. I left the island 3 days ago.
Perfect. We'll need as much information on the current situation there as we can get.
The guards nodded, picked up Dingle by his hands and his feet, and carried him off amid his loud protestations. Animac spoke quietly to Briggo, but I was close enough to overhear.
The Tech King says that the Demon Lord's battleships are encircling the island. It's only a matter of time before they launch an invasion.
Damn it.
Briggo said,
What about the rock belt?
They navigated through the rock belt without trouble, which means they had inside help.
Briggo nodded.
You know what that means, right?
Yes, I do. The library of Berexandria contains the secret knowledge of this world, including priceless information about ancient magic. That must be why the Demon Lord is targeting Tech.
Nah, Baba Guhuga, Briggo.
Now you understand why I'm here. The army of Animakistan is not enough, and neither are my Chad lad pirates. We need Nuxanor.
Animax sighed.
Oh, don't make me do this, Briggo.
You heard him fart diarrhea at that moment.
Did
Did you hear what?
Did you hear what happened to us on the dragon train?
I got some intel on my way here, but only vague stuff. I'm sorry that our security protocols failed. It's unacceptable. You can fill me in over dinner.
I'd be happy to.
Briggo said.
But here's a quick teaser. The criminals who attacked the train pledged loyalty to the Demon Lord. They said that he is coming, and with him comes the Age of Chaos.
Animac frowned.
Briggo.
They're already here, Animac. Agents of the Demon Lord are inside your own kingdom. And as we speak, his hordes are ravaging the northern nations and surrounding tech. There is no time to waste.
Animac's lip tightened and his brow furrowed.
Damn it, Briggo.
We need his help.
Fine. We'll talk to Nuxanor. Now come, let's go upstairs. We'll drain our snakes before dinner.
Oh, but of course.
Briggo said as Animac ascended the marble staircase, and the rest of us followed.
Am I sent to the Shmentai dungeon?
Yes, you were sent to the Shmentai dungeon.
Yo, why didn't you have Springle reveal his letter in this chapter? Like, I thought it wasn't clear that it was the letter that was sent by Briggo.
It's kind of...
Yeah, so Briggo was supposed to send a letter to Animakistan, right?
Right. I think it would have been funny if, like, it wasn't clear that the letter got to Animakistan after Briggo did.
Yeah, so he says, I got the letter from Lorne D. Twigo instead of Lord D. Briggo. Yeah.
I got it because I came up with the joke, but I didn't see... I don't know if it...
Pretty implied.
All right.
Yeah.
As long as you've read the other chapter, you should know.
Nah, but I think if Briggo would have yelled out, "How did this letter arrive after I did?" Just like one exclamation like that, it would have been clear. But it was good.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
People in chat said, we smart, we got it.
Yeah, it's the boys.
Oh, it's so Zed, ECG fade. I didn't get it, rip.
It wasn't clear. But it was
I don't know.
very good.
It's pretty clear that they made it there before Dingle, and Dingle ended up getting
the exact
drunk.
same thing happened before, no? Like,
Dingle,
Evan and Core.
Who's Evan? Evan and Core.
Yeah, Evan and Core fought Briggo before
the letter
Evan
arrived.
and Or.
Before the letter arrived, talking about that. Yeah.
So it's the same meme. No need to re-explain.
Yeah.
Nothing like some memes to brighten your day.
But yeah, thank you guys, all of you, for joining us. Mousy, as always.
Is Dingle dead? Is he
Yes,
No, he's not dead.
Yeah, he died.
Dingle is definitely coming back, but
He's dead.
thank you, Mousy.
He's gonna go James Bond and escape from the dungeon floors.
Dingle
You
is
deserve-
actually Demon Lord Havoc, by the way.
You deserve to have a entire lake named after you. Then we have Lucy as well, and Recon. Thank you guys for being here, and of course Nux and Briggs.
Nothing break!
Nothing
All right. This was awesome. Animac, kudos to you. Nicely
Thank you, sir.
done. You're a man of
Keep
culture.
supporting the novel, everybody. We're on Web Novel. We're on Patreon as well. And actually, I'm thinking about something. We're going to be revealing the map now, actually. The map of the world on stream. But
you didn't
if you're
pronounce
just...
it correctly.
Go ahead.
The map of the world.
The map of the world, yeah.
That was humiliating, Animac.
So we're going to do that now. And it features such incredible places as Lake Mousy. So stay tuned for that. Obviously, if you're listening to the podcast, you won't be able to see it. But if you...
the more mouse, the better.
And if you follow us on Twitch, rantcafe.tv, you will be able to see the VOD of this if you want to see the map physically. But for those of you who are just audio, love you. Thank you for your support, and see you next time, Space Cowboys.
Bang.
Okay, cool. So now we're informal, and we got the map here.
All right. Well, we have a place to be, Briggo.
We do.
Actually?
The map's up now. Are we announcing anything regarding the map or not now?
So I was just
I
wanted
actually
to show the
didn't
map.
want to announce the map until after we get to Nuxturia, to be honest. I think that would be much funnier.
No, but I mean, yes, it will be, but most people won't watch it until next week when it will be already revealed. That's the thing.
All right.
This is just like 550 people live, but the vast majority of people will only get it with the next chapter.
And even with the image, like we kind of knew this, but it's gonna still be funny. The joke.
Yeah.
And the reason why I wanted to show the map, like you have a legend here and all that stuff, but the reason why I wanted to show it is that you see those islands in the south. We were thinking of, in order to reward our patrons, probably in September, do a competition on our Patreon Discord for one of those islands. Whoever comes up with the coolest like history and culture of an island will end up having that island be theirs in the story. They can then decide, do you want to join Nuxteria, Animakistan, be independent, all that fun stuff. I think that would be cool.
That's a good idea.
Hell yeah.
So I wanted to give everyone a heads up about that.
Hell yes. 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 Oh my god, anime.
What the fuck are you doing, man?
This man's drunk. Classic Nux Noah.
Briggo, are we gonna talk some bobs?
We're about to talk some bobs.
What are
I
you
was
guys doing?
freaking out, bro, because you sent one bob
Yeah?
and I didn't recognize that bob.
You didn't recognize the bob?
I didn't
What the fuck?
recognize the bob.
Yo, what are you guys talking about? What are you
So
doing right now?
I'm
what are you
hosting
talking about,
a game
anime?
show on my Twitch now called Buster Bust. The series.
Oh,
where
now
you-
you're doing it. Okay.
Buster Bust.
I don't know this bob, bro.
It's alright.
I'm
That was a
gonna
test
lose.
bob. That was a test.
I've
bob.
never seen a bob before in my entire life.
What's
I'm
your
so
show about
wholesome.
then, Briggo?
Bro, these guys are insane. But anyway, just to let everyone know, on Patreon, this map is already available. If you're a patron, it shows you, like, the legend shows you the direction of the journey so
No,
far.
bro, you're a legend.
Thank you. And all the important things that will be relevant in the future, including the Ancient Tower, the Kingdom
bro.
of Tech, Lake
You're
Mousy,
Okay, I'm into that.
Neconia, and so on. Chadlad Pirates HQ, it's all there.